Hey, everybody, welcome. We are in episode 17. Such a good time so far. I'll just tell everybody right now, do the like and subscribe thing because I never remember to actually say that to anybody. Some of you have been liking a few videos. I appreciate it. Some of you have subscribed. I really appreciate that because subscriptions are a big thing. So we appreciate it. Let's see.
Comments. Some of you had said wonderful things in the comments. We like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Engagement. It helps.
It does.
Apparently.
So yeah, we're gonna go just get started here. First things first, I'll let everyone know that I had COVID last week, so we were gonna be out. I was gonna be out to actually travel and do some performing, but I couldn't do that because I was laid out in bed. So I have a little bit of a cough today, so I will apologize and try to take it out. But just in case you hear a little bit of coughing, I'm good, but just recovering. So I'm feeling all right. Thanks for asking. So let's get started with what happened previously. So if you remember, the party had a new face in Sir Eckankar. So
brave Sir Eckankar.
Yeah, he was aided by the party
Exactly.
and fighting off these hobgoblins from Coneybury. So that was cool. So Eckankar explained that he was en route to Phandalin to tell the good people that there was a dragon sighting in the area. Now, of course, you guys already had seen some sightings of that already, but the party agreed that Sir Eckankar would join them and return back down the Triboar Trail together. But as you journeyed back, you spotted a watchtower far to the south. So you approached the watchtower and you found zombies guarding the ruins. There you met a man who may be a red wizard of Thay, or you're thinking he has all the red wizard signs. Yeah, he posts messages, hashtag red wizard of Thay.
He says he'd worked with the red wizard. He is wearing a red cloak, but he's not a red.
And
red.
he is a wizard.
Yeah,
and he's a wizard.
And he remember he had his hood over him, so you didn't really know. Does he have all the tattoos of a red wizard? You don't know, but all signs indicated to that. But the man called himself Cost, but he refused to tell you why he was doing that expedition at the old owl well. He seemed a little bit cagey on that. But he did offer you tea, and he had pleasant conversation nonetheless. So that was good.
He was lucky he was polite. Otherwise, it would have been total murder hobo.
Okay, well, I'm glad we cleared that up. You know, the party left Cost, and you headed once again down toward Phandalin. But then the night came, and you were approached by a cowled orc archer. If you remember that,
he was pretty cool.
Yeah, the archer said his name was Degneg of the Many Arrow Tribes.
He didn't have any arrows on him.
And he was looking for signs of this dragon as well. He also told the party that his orc band was displaced by the people of Phandalin. He said that the people of Phandalin had displaced him. And he seemed to distrust some of the party members because they were wearing those red cloaks. Later on, when he was going to leave, Waif kind of followed after him, and he seemed to indicate that the people of Phandalin had started a bunch of problems with them, and that the orcs at one time had saved the region. He had made some comment about there being were creatures in the area, so that was kind of different. So you left that area finally the next day after a rest, and you headed back down toward Phandalin. You eventually came to see that there was a couple men delivering messages. They were on their way leaving Phandalin, and they informed you that Harbin Weston had been released and was put back in charge of the town.
They also recognized Flander immediately.
Oh yes, Flander is a big deal. Yeah, hashtag big deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
bigger deal than when I left, apparently.
Apparently,
for good reason.
So then the party entered Phandalin proper, and you immediately went to Sister Gariel's, where the party eventually told her about the Shrine of Sabras, which is where Agatha had told you to search out. She said she didn't know where exactly that was, but she thanked you anyway. Eckankar also had a private meeting with her and gave her a letter that he was carrying for her. The party ended their night in Stone Hill, where Flander gave an enhanced version of what happened in Coneybury, painting Sir Eckankar as the brave hero. At the end of the night, Waif slipped away and returned to Sister Gariel's home instead of staying at the inn with the rest of the party.
A little less rowdy.
Yeah, so that's where we ended things last
It makes
night.
her very uncomfortable.
I don't blame you. I'm sure that couch is probably more comfortable anyway.
And quiet and
Yeah.
time with the book.
For sure. So here we are. We have Waif is spending the evening at Sister Guriel's home. Everyone else is in the Stone Hill Inn, where we start from there. Okay.
All right. I think Hemo is probably surrounded by a good handful of wine glasses at this point, and we'll try to stumble up to a room in the inn.
Sure. I'm assuming that you're all going to head back up to the room. We got very late the night before that night, and you settle in. You'll probably sleep in a little bit late today.
Very much so.
Yes.
Basically, Gashard's going to stay up as late as he can because he's enjoying the night and the darkness now much more than the daylight.
Nice. Kind of a night owl.
He's starting to feel that. Yeah.
You're a night owl. Well.
Yep. Yes.
All right. The next morning, Waif. You hear movement around the house of Sister Guriel as you're laying comfortably on the couch, trying to sleep in. Now, you didn't stay up as late as everyone else did, but you were still up late and you were traveling the entire day. So you hear some bumping and some moving around the house as you're laying there with your eyes closed. What are you going to do?
Get up, look around.
All right. You open your eyes and you are immediately surprised by the face of someone staring only about 9 inches from your face. It is a little girl. She holds a doll and she's looking over, staring right at you. And as you open your eyes, she leaps back and she looks right at you and she says, "You're red."
You're very observant.
What color is she?
She appears to be a half-elven child, and she is holding this doll. And you hear from behind you the voice of Sister Guriel, and Sister Guriel says, "Saya, come here. Waif, you're awake."
I am now, yes.
She walks up behind you, and Salia, this girl, obviously her name, looks up at Sister Guriel, and Sister Guriel kneels down beside her and said, just give me 1 minute. Go ahead and wait outside, and I'll bring the ointment out to you, okay? And Salia gives a big nod, and then she looks over at you like, and then she runs out. She gives you kind of look like, don't trust this devil woman, and runs out. Sister Guriel looks over it, and she kind of laughs. She goes, "You have a way with children."
They are the only people I really like.
Good, because I think you're gonna have to give me a hand here.
But of course.
She stands up and she walks back into the kitchen. When you sit up, you can see on the opposite couch where you were sitting, there's all these maps have been folded out. Clearly, Sister Guriel has been up for a while. You're not sure how late the day it is, but you've probably slept in later than you normally would have slept in. But nobody had woken you up, so that's fine. You get up, and Sister Guriel walks over, and she just hands you a mug.
I'll take it.
It's filled with a brewed tea. It's really warm.
All right.
She says there's breakfast on the stove if you want some before you leave, but I would like you to escort Salia back home. Her home is down the miners road quite a bit, and I don't really want to send her alone.
But of course.
Great, thank you very much. So she knows how to get there, but I just don't like her wandering that far down the miners trail without somebody taking her.
There are bad things about, yes.
Says, well, good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And she goes back and she picks up one of the maps, and she looks, and she kind of shuffles through a couple of pieces of map, and she says, I don't understand. Why would she say the shrine of Sabras? There are hundreds of shrines of Sabras. Sabras is just a deity. They litter the entire coast. How can there just be one? And she looks back.
Is there a prime one or a first one?
I don't know. Maybe someone in town can help us. Maybe someone around here knows a little bit more about the local history. Maybe there's one nearby, and we just don't know about it. Anyway, can you
trying to look for this druid? You know.
Oh yeah, you should talk to Quellen. she had said that she had a message for you.
Yes, I was going to go do that, but now I have to help this dear child, which is fine. No worries.
She laughs. She laughs. She goes, oh yes, we all must do our duty. So she takes a small jar and looks to be maybe 2 inches tall with a little cap on it. She hands it to you. She goes, make sure that her father gets this.
I take it. I need to ask you for a small wage for this job.
A small wage? What kind of wage do you need?
7 copper pieces.
7 copper pieces? And she laughs. She goes, of course. She turns around and she fishes in her purse. She opens it up and she moves them and she starts counting it out. She says, well, I can give you a silver.
7 copper pieces, please.
Oh, okay. She reaches over and hands you the 7 copper.
All right.
She says, thank you. I appreciate it.
So grab something like that I can carry to eat.
She has a bread that she made. It feels like more like cornbread in many ways, but it's a little bit lighter than that. And there is honey that has been glazed over the top of it. So the honey's pretty warm.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. So she cut you off a piece and as you walk by, and she just hands it to you. She has it's like a little paper that she has that would closest thing that we have to a napkin. So it's like this almost like waxy paper that she kind of wraps it in and she kind of hands it to you. She says, thanks again.
Oh, no problem. So is it how far is your house?
Were you gonna go out and talk to the girl? She's outside.
Oh yeah, I go out to and talk.
Yeah. She looks back at you and she kind of gives you this weird thing, and Sister Girl stands in the door behind you and says, Salia, Waif is gonna walk you home. And suddenly Salia gets this real big grin on her face and she runs up and grabs your hand.
Okay, I need you to do something first.
She's gonna say it to the little girl.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. She looks at you.
I give her the 7 copper pieces and tell her to go put it in the shrine.
Okay. And she just skips over and she walks up and she like high jump slams it in. Just kind of hits it hard. Now you kind of get the feeling that the Salia girl, though she has a little doll, she grew up in this mining area, and you don't think Dainty and her go two hand in hand. So she walks up and she just slams it in there. She gets it all in, but and then she comes skipping over and she grabs your hand. And when she does, she literally she tugs your hand. You're like, whoa, she's
probably stronger than me.
She's serious. She says, come on, let's go. And she gives you a big tug.
All right.
And she begins walking back. All right. The rest of your group over here. It has been late in the day when the rest of you rise up one by one in the inn. You notice that the day has gotten late. It's probably well past breakfast by maybe an hour or two.
Most likely midday.
So what are you all going to do?
I'm going to go and I want to go and find Hemo.
Easy enough. He's right in the room next to you.
You lean over.
Yep.
Step over the pile of puke.
Hemo's like in the hallway trying to find his way downstairs for breakfast.
All right. Anybody, you find Hemo easily enough. He's when you walk out, he's walking down the stairs. Stairs are creaking loudly. He's
like leaning against the railing. He's probably pretty hungover.
Very obviously,
con save has anything to do with it.
In the silence of the morning hours, the inn is much more loud as you walk. You can hear footsteps creaking. You can hear people down below clattering pans, cleaning up and getting ready for the rest of the day. Those type of things when there are so many people were disguised in the din. But now in the morning, you can definitely hear all these things. The two of you can wander downstairs if you want. What about Ek and Finnis? What are you guys going to do?
At least on Ek's part, he's been up for a couple hours. He's cleaned up where he slept, made the bed and all that, and he'll head down the stairs as well.
All right.
When spends the morning cleaning his gear and meditating and channeling with Kellamvor to get his spells right for the day.
Great. I believe in Kellamvor, you meditate over those at night, though, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I did that before bed, but I'm still meditating in the morning.
So when the two of you, when Graham, when Flander and when Hemo come downstairs, you can see Eck has already had breakfast. He's standing at the window and kind of staring out at the town, and he's well ready to move on with life by the time you stumble down the steps.
It's the hero of the story. Good morning.
Good morning, Hemo. I may be the hero of the story, but you are the true hero that day.
You know what would be a hero is whoever's got breakfast.
Eckankar will walk over and bring you a plate.
Hey,
And-
that's fantastic. Thank
And-
you. I'll just start
And
eating.
Flander puts a couple of gold pieces down and says, breakfast is on me.
Andrew,
And he
you're too
looks at-
kind.
I look over at Hemo to say, I think I robbed you of an opportunity last night.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not in it for the fame. Just the artistry. I'm sure you understand.
Yes, well, I propose this afternoon we practice if you're feeling up to it. And tonight at the Stonehill we juggle together. What do you say?
Well, that would be fantastic. Do you ready to use the sharp daggers?
Well, let's work with
No
the
sharp
clubs first.
daggers. You hear the
No,
woman,
okay.
you hear the woman
Yes,
yell from the
just
back.
the
kitchen.
pins.
But I think I will practice with the clubs and then with the sharp ones. I think I'll be ready for that tonight.
And the door opens up. No sharp daggers. Door closes.
Hemo hides the daggers. Yeah.
All right,
definitely.
you sit
So
down
let's
and
work
have
up a
some
routine and we'll knock them dead tonight.
You sit down and have breakfast, and it isn't long until Finnis joins you. All of you going ahead and eating a good hearty breakfast.
Yeah.
All right. So the rest of you had breakfast. Waif, you wander out down the road with this young girl in tow. She's pulling you along. She's like, come on, come on, come on. Behind you, up the road that leads to the Triboar Trail, you see a parade of 12 horses riding down toward town. These are knighted, heavily armored men, or at least mostly men. You see at the front of it is a dragonborn. They carry with them the banner of Neverwinter. You're walking, and she's like, come on, come on.
One moment, child.
She's like, come on.
You should pay attention. This could be important.
She's like, my dad's not going to be very happy. All right, you stop.
Now I see them. Have they seen us?
Have they seen who has they seen us?
The child.
Yeah, they haven't seen. They're way up the trail and they're coming down. They'll probably be here in a minute. So they're kind of, you can see them running. They're riding their horses, and the horses move much faster than walking. So you can definitely see them. But you are in the center of town. So
we're in
they're-
town. Okay, never mind.
you know,
We're
Are they
not like on a
riding or
train.
are they
No.
like trotting?
No, you're kind of leaving. You're kind of heading down, and they're on the northern trail coming down. That would be the same exact trail that you had just come down the night before.
Are they galloping or trotting?
They're
walking?
trotting. They're coming in at a decent pace. They're coming in. You know, they're not. They don't seem to like be running in for war.
Right.
They just seem to be, you know,
Trotting.
be
They're
moving at
soldiers.
moving. But
They're
they're
moving
definitely
like soldiers.
soldiers, right? All right. The rest of you in the inn, you are eating breakfast, and you start hearing people talking and moving around town. The town erupts in this sort of slow at first, but quickly rising din of noise as people start. You see people walking past the inn and kind of looking out in the street and looking up the road.
Do we at the end get a sense of the hubbub?
That's what I'm saying. You guys are in the inn and you see people around you, around the town from the windows and stuff. You can kind of hear people talking and yelling. Somebody yells across the street at somebody, and people wandering out from the street and looking around. You kind of get the sense that there's some kind of commotion happening outside.
Huh.
Can't we even finish our breakfast before we have to solve another of this town's issues?
We'll say your
You
breakfast
know-
has been well eaten. You're done. And in fact, Eck has been done with breakfast for about 3 hours. He's probably ready for lunch already.
Yeah.
Hemo will don his leather armor and head out the door.
All right, you push out the door, and
Sort
just
of
as you
squinting
do,
in the light.
there's a man walking past you, and you almost run into each other. And he's like, "Oh, hey, sorry." He walks by, and he walks out the road and looks up, and it looks up north. When you walk out and look up north as well, you're kind of squinting, the sun adjusts your eyes. You can see a parade of about a dozen soldiers. They are heavily plated with riding horseback. One of them carrying the banner of Neverwinter. The other one carrying another banner. It is a field of red with gold etchings on it. You know that this is the banner of the Lord's Alliance.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, you can see Waif across the street from where you're at, in the middle of the town square, with some young child kind of pulling at her hand. She kind of is pulling like this, and then Waif says something to her, and she stops.
That tiefling is always up to the strangest stuff.
But I
But
think she would be the type to hang out with a child.
Hemo will like fold up and hide his red brand cloak in his pack. He doesn't want to be seen with that.
No, that's a smart idea. All right. Is anybody not going out there? Of course, we know that Gashar is right now decided that he's going to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, he's probably, if they've already finished and it's been like another hour, he's probably waking up, stretching, and might hear the hubbub as well from
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
All right. And then assuming that he can hear anything, 10.
You do hear it.
Yeah.
You kind of hear it, and you can actually go over to the window. And when you do, you see people walking up, and you can see these riders riding into town.
He'll stretch a little bit and what is this? And he'll throw his stuff together pretty quickly and head down to the common room too.
It doesn't take you long to emerge out. You can see the door of the inn is wide open. The inn is empty, and you can see that that your group is standing kind of in the doorway. The people that you've traveled here with is standing in the doorway. Right behind them is the owner and the owner's wife, and they're just kind of looking around like, who is that?
Gentlemen, Eck, you are also a gentleman.
I tried to be. Thank you.
What's happening?
The looks like Neverwinter's here,
I saw that.
and
From
it
upstairs.
looks like they mean business for something.
All right, the rider rides up to where the Stone Hill Inn kind of meets the side of the road here. I'll point it out on the map.
Just
Kinda
real quick
right to
to get
there.
our story straight. Did we burn down the sleeping giant? No, the Red Brands burnt it down. We beat them right after, right?
It's not burnt down.
Sorry, you might have burned down
Entirely.
the building?
No,
It was in the course of battle.
It was going to catch fire anyway.
we looked at it. It was not burned down.
All right. As you are talking amongst yourselves, the first of the soldiers arrive. He is a deeply blue colored dragonborn. He is wearing heavy plate armor and carries with him some sort of glaive in his hand. And he rides up behind him, trailing the 11 other soldiers, most of them human or possibly elven. They come riding up behind you. He looks across at the people, not addressing any one individual in specification, and he just says, "People of Phandalin, we have come from Neverwinter. We are the Lord's Alliance. We wish to speak to your town master." The people kind of murmur to each other. They're kind of like
Can't wait
they're
to
talking.
see this.
I gotta lean over to Eckankar and I go, he's a real nice man. You're gonna love him.
A town
going to
master?
position myself
I
in
am.
the
Look,
direction
pleasure
that
to
we
meet you.
Most likely come. So in between.
Can I?
how long
Not.
the path is gonna have to walk.
Okay, the soldier, you mean?
Well, the town.
The town master?
The town master.
Okay. All right, you can definitely do that. One of the women in town points down south toward the town master's hall. He says, good sir, he's down there. And you see the soldier looks down where the town master's hall is, and he says, There's a gold coin for the one who fetches them for me.
Is there a crowd of people
There is.
out at this
There
point?
is. You see a gathering of maybe 20 to 25 people in the immediate area, kind of gathering around them, not crowding the horses, because horses can be very dangerous and they know that. But they're within 15 feet of the horses, kind of around the area. Where you're at the corner where the inn is, it's more of a crowd, and you're kind of at the head of this swath of people.
Can I walk through the crowd a second and try to see if anybody's chatting about stuff? I'm trying to get a sense of if they like the town master, or if people want to protect him, or
Give me a perception roll.
that's a 14.
What you're getting is it's kind of a mixed message. Some of the people, they kind of groan when they said the town master, and other people like kind of feel a little bit energized. They're getting smiles. Do you think that the town master probably has some people in town that are on his side, and other people who maybe are still leery of him with all the things that have happened recently? So that's the sense of what you're getting. The blue dragonborn soldier at the head takes the gold coin and he holds it out. Do any of you step forward to take that gold coin? Giving you the option first.
X gonna reach over to Flander and be like, do we trust this town master? The crowd seems to be partially against him.
They are a bit more against him. And it's a long story. I'll tell you all about it later, but let's suffice it to say his approval rating is very, very low.
Okay.
I think he does things for himself.
And in hearing that, Ek will be like, I'll fetch him for you, but there's no need to pay me for it.
Yeah, he takes the gold coin, and he looks at a family that's nearby, and he tosses the gold coin to the family, and he says, "For your troubles." And then he looks over at you and he says, "Good soldier of the realm, thank you very much. Please bring your town master forth. We must speak with him at once."
Will do. And Ek will walk over to the hall to grab this guy.
You'll know him when you see him. He's the one who looks like a total coward.
So you're standing right now. You guys are standing here in
Gashar
town.
pantomimes like he's fat. He's
Where are
like,
you gonna go, Ek? He's standing right here, right now.
All right, well, isn't it? Should we go to the town master's hall when we go there, or where
Or
were
who's-
they pointing me?
Who's gonna go there? Just you?
I mean, if somebody wants to come with, but I'll go by myself.
I'll follow
Um,
Ick.
Yeah, Hemo's gonna.
Warhammer Bros got to stick together.
Yeah, Hammer Bros.
Hemo's gonna stay
Habitat.
and watch the knights.
Sure thing.
He's gonna
All
hang out in the middle of the crowd and just watch what the knights do.
All right. Waif, you see that Ek and Finnis start walking toward the town master's hall.
How old is this girl?
She looks young. She looks maybe 6.
So I could probably pick her up without too much problem.
You think you can? I mean, you're not strong, but you're taller than she is, and you can pick her up. Yeah.
And she probably doesn't weigh too much.
Nope.
I tell her, oh, now we're going to have some fun. So I pick her up and I run up and catch up to the two.
All right.
Just
She's
coming
kind
up
of
behind
bouncing
them.
with you. And she kind of smiles. She actually thinks this is kind of a fun game.
Yep.
So you go running up and catching up with them. You're about here in town. The three of you and Waif you see Waif coming up, and Waif is with child now. All right. You emerge up to the door of the town master's hall. What are you going to do?
Is it like just is the door closed? Can we just like
So,
walk right in?
When you approach, what you see,
Don't forget to call him his royal town mastership when you greet him.
what you see is the town master's hall is a sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on a board next to the front door are notices, often written in common. So they have like town boards there. There's nothing that happens to be there right now. There is on the ground, you can see stuffed next to a chair is something that says reward orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within. But you see that it's sort of like been kind of ripped off and it's kind of pressed up against the little sitting bench there now. The door is kind of like a white door with a little couple of little square windows in it. Are you going to knock on the door?
I think I'll just walk in because I mean they said inquire within for the quest.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You walk in. You're the first person who walks in. What you see as you walk in is you are greeted by the back of another man who is standing at the desk there. The man is wearing a summer cloak, and he is leaning over signing something. Behind him is a younger man. The younger man has short, kind of bushier hair, and he's thinner. And he's like, and you hear him say, "Okay, so what you want to do is you want to sign here and sign here, and then you pay your 3 silver, and your certificate will be ready for marriage."
Okay, so Eck will wait until this person conducts his business.
Sure. You see this person signs a bunch of papers, and the one who's talking to him says, "Well, there you go, Ledgerton. I hope you have a wonderful life. Feel free to come and get that notarized if you need to for any other paperwork you need." And he's like, "Oh, thank you, Colin. I appreciate it." So the man turns and he kind of sees you there. He knows you were there, but you're actually closer than he was expecting. He kind of leans and he walks around you because you're heavily armored, and he's just,
saying more armed.
Yeah. And he walks
Very
past
large.
you. The rest of you, he kind of weaves through the rest of you, and you look up and you see Colin there, and he's like, "Oh, hey, where have you all disappeared to?"
I'm sorry for. I'm sure these are your friends, but I'm looking for the town master. There's some knights here from Neverwinter looking for him.
Oh, he looks past you and to the rest of the group that he knows, and he says, "Oh, they've arrived. We sent messages. They've been sending messages for a long time, and didn't know when they would ever show up." So Colin looks down and at his book, and he closes it, and he goes, "Well, you're looking for the town master. He's not here right now. He might be at his house. I've been here the last couple of days. I was hired by him to do some of the town paperwork."
Could you maybe point me in the direction of his house then?
Oh, yeah, for sure. All you do is if you head down the road here, he's the 3rd house down on the left, big gray building.
Thank you, Colin. You've been great help. He'll turn around and walk down to the 3rd house on the left.
All right.
So Wave stops in the door and looks back. "So you will not be joining us?"
He looks up and he goes, "Well, I just came to help Thel's family, and that's what I did. So I'm going to they offered me a position here."
"So be it. Be well." Walk out.
He goes, "Oh, okay. Thanks, Wave."
That's about as nice as you should expect from Wave.
All right. The rest of you head down toward Harbin's house, you having the child with you. Anybody else not going to Harbin's house?
He has a first name.
She looks at the child and is like, "I promise it will get entertaining soon."
She's like, "There was candy on the desk." She looked at you.
"Don't take it."
How are these knights acting back at the Stonehill Inn?
They seem to be very quietly and stoically sitting on their horse waiting. The one who is the Dragonborn, who has the glaive in his hand, seems to he's holding on to his saddle, and he's patiently looking around, kind of looking at everybody. You think he's sort of measuring the town folks, but not in a way in which you think he's trying to figure out weaknesses running. He's more like checking the health. He's trying to checking the spirit of the town. Yeah. He's like looking at.
It's not like they don't seem aggro at all. They seem like maybe they are here on a peacekeeping mission.
Well, they don't seem to be aggressive in the fact that they don't seem to be taking any action in any way that you would think that they're trying to draw weapons. Their weapons are all stowed, except for the few who have pikes,
yeah,
or glaives in their hands. 2 of them are carrying banners with them. So so they're more or less just waiting now for the town master to arrive.
Can we see the party coming out of the town master's hall, sans town master?
No, that's it. The door is actually to the south, and so when they went around the building, you would have never seen them coming out again.
Right.
So the rest of you emerge from the town here, or from the town master's hall, and head down to Harbin's house. You walk up to Harbin's house and rap on the door. You rap a few times and you don't immediately hear anything, but give me a listen check, everybody who's there.
Listen check.
Yeah, that would give me a perception roll.
I got a 15.
22.
Also 22.
All right, most of you hear it. That's great. If you have a 15 or more, you hear some rustling around behind the house.
I think he's outside.
Is there like a fence or anything, or can we just
There
like, walk
isn't. If you can see on the map, you can see that the house is here and something is happening probably back here somewhere.
So yeah, he'll turn everybody like, well, it's
Rustling in the bush. Can I just like use Sacred Flame, the cantrip, to ignite the bush?
Well, I mean,
Start a fire in the
you've been hanging out with Waif way too.
I think
now
so.
I think you guys did burn
I
down
don't
the
like
sleeping
this
giant.
town master anyway, so
All right, you walk around and you see that it just says you might have, it's kind of funny they said that. You see this bush actually shaking around, and from it, the town master lifts up his head and he's like, and he's kind of catching himself, and he stands up and he is holding in his hand by the scruff of the neck a cat, and this cat is whitish with kind of brownish or black stripes all over it, and it's got a little snubby nose, and it's just kind of like sitting there, and and the cat goes kind of hissing at the town master.
I don't blame you.
Excuse me, town master.
Who are you? Oh, you. Well, I see you with all these others. What do you want? I am on my day off. I don't work every day of the week.
You do today. Get moving now.
Yes, you need to come with me. The knights from Neverwinter here to meet with you.
is he drunk? Can we like smell liquor on him?
From where you're at, you don't smell any liquor, but he doesn't smell great. Just gonna let you know. You got to smell. You're like he's kind of pungent.
Sir, I ask you put the cat down and come with us.
Drop the cat, creep.
You see, he tosses the cat away, so much so that the cat goes rolling away, kind of hits part of the bush, rolls away, and he might have hurt the cat some way. The cat just kind of gets rolled up, and it kind of stands in and goes. And
he landed on its feet, but maybe got scratched.
He got scratched up. He got rolled up a little bit. Cats have 2 hit points. They lose 1. That's 50%.
Yeah, but they still have 9 lives, and will land on all 4.
Wow.
At seeing that, Eck is gonna like kind of like narrow his eyes. Like that seemed wildly unnecessary, sir.
What do you know? I don't even know who you are. Move out of my way. Why are these people here?
Do not expect too much from this pig. Now move.
And he walks kind of right through you. Like he kind of like tries to just like walk between all of you. Are you gonna move out of the way?
No.
He walks up to you and he goes, he looks
I'm
at
going
you
to
and-
roll an intimidation.
Go ahead, give me an
I
intimidation
could-
roll.
I am
You do burst into flames sometimes.
mugging him.
There's whispers wherever you go.
If I could
Watch your
find-
little kid friend is like enamored with the town master, and you're gonna scare the town master, and it's gonna make a whole thing.
What'd you
turn-
roll for your
You
intimidation?
engulf in flames.
I know, right? 10.
All right, you look at kind of give him the side
With a
eye.
kid on my hip.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
Wait, that should be a
You
bonus,
do
actually,
you do
'cause they're
this,
scared.
and the little girl takes her finger and kind of goes on your face, like trying to feel if it's paint or what's on your face.
Not dirty. Stop it.
She's like, sorry. She looks at you. All right. He walks kind of up to you and he won't move. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Seriously, move out of my way. You're horrible people. All of you. You should, hopefully these people will come to arrest you.
You want to know what it's like to be popular?
He moves around you and he has this kind of big swarthy body. He's clearly had his share of town rations. And he moves around you and starts heading toward the main road. Hemo, you can see, the first thing you see is the town master coming right between the road here. You can kind of see him coming between these two houses. And he emerges out and he walks up. And when he stops, he kind of stops and he straightens up his lapels, his little jacket. He kind of has a little tie on. He just straightens his tie out. And then he begins walking with as much haughty presence as he can muster. And he walks up to the group.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and soil him.
Okay. You're going to soil
Just
him.
get his clothes so dirty.
Or do you,
Clothes just are like instantly filthy. Just like dusty, musty.
does he get a save for that?
I don't know.
Let's find out. It is kind of funny though.
It's a tiny minor effect, depending on its
Soil
components.
or clean.
You might be able to hear Waif doing it, but
I will say for the sake of time that it will just happen. We'll figure out more details on that. But you saw his weapon or his
So he's
lapels. Yeah.
It's like dust.
Yeah. He walks up and he walks up and he says, good captain, I am the Harbin Western. I am the town master. You may address me as so, sir. And the blue dragon born knight, he looks down and he goes, I am Captain Jeet Hoister. I come from Neverwinter. You have called for aid, and the Lord's Alliance has answered. You are having troubles in town? No, we are having no troubles. I don't know who called you. Honestly, seriously, we are doing fantastic. Look at this town. We are just doing perfect. And the soldier kind of, the captain kind of tilts his head a little bit, like a little confused. And he says, he leans in and goes, sir, are you being coerced in any way? And the town master goes, me, why would I be coerced? I have been town master. I'm elected by the peoples. And
was he elected by the people? Is that part a lie?
Finnis wants to survey the crowd for like reactions on that.
all right. You see half the crowd kind of claps, and the other half of the crowd goes, why don't we get rid of this guy? He's kind of like, they're kind of like muttering to each other. So you can see it like it's mixed. It's not like one side of the street or the other side of the street. It's not a Hatfields and McCoys. It's just sort of like interlaced the town. And he says, the captain says, well, we are here to serve you, town master, to make sure that this town is safe. We have heard that there has been many troubles with bandits here. And the town master goes, there was once some trouble with these bandits. You know who's troubles? These people right here. And he turns and points to you. These people are all the troubles. They are causing all kinds of chaoses. I don't know what to do with them. They burned part of the town down here over there. And the captain looks and he goes, you burn part of the town down? The captain looks over at you like, he doesn't seem to be taking any like direct action, but he's kind of cocking his head like, Now remember, he's a blue dragonborn, and he's very big. He's probably 6'6", and you think he has very much a strength-based fighter. You can see that. Whether he's a paladin or whatever, you don't see any holding symbols on him, so he's probably a fighter of some sort. But he's tilting his head and looking at you.
Hemo steps forward and says, you know what? There's no bandits here because we got rid of them. That's what happened. The fire at the sleeping giant was just part of the battle. And
you see that the the captain just dismounts. He kind of gets this frustrated look like, this is not what I was expecting, kind of thing. And he climbs off his horse and he lands with kind of hard. Now he's heavily armored, so getting on and off the horse is actually a little bit of a labor for him, because he kind of gets off, even though he's very strong. And he walks up to you, Hemo, and he looks at you and he says, "So there were bandits here."
There were bandits here. They were taking money from all the townspeople and hoarding it. They were running a protection racket. They were terrorizing these poor folks.
With that, Gashar,
Crap. What was just look what happened to that poor family across down the road from the sleeping giant. Look at what they did to their house. They tore it apart.
with that,
they
Gashar
killed,
no, go ahead, Fell.
Fell. They killed Fell.
Basically, he's gonna aid Hemo here.
Right? Hemo will like
Give me
turn to the crowd too.
I'll help you.
So I would like you to give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, and I'm going to
alright.
give him bardic inspiration too.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
maybe
also
he's
flexible,
inspired
yeah.
to make this more of a speech. Yes, yeah, all of you in Phandelver, you saw what they did to Thel. You knew they had to be removed, and we couldn't wait for the Lord's Alliance.
Those were the bandits. Gashar just says
Persuasion with advantage, 18.
Oh, nice,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
There you go.
The
Did you add
captain,
your bardic inspiration? on top of
Bardic
that?
inspiration is a D6 or a D8 right now.
D6 for you still, right? It's still D6.
It's at least a 19.
4, so a 22.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And Gashar, being another dragonborn, kind of steps forward and is very blunt about it. Those were the
Harbin goes, "Oh, you're not going to listen to these savages, are you?
They had him in a cell.
I'm the elected town's official, and I'll tell you now, the last thing you want to do is listen to these perversions of society. They come into our town. They have been here not in the
How did you get out of that cell?
And when you say that, the captain looks and says, "You've only been here a week."
We saw a problem. They were extorting the town people.
And then Harbin goes, "Oh, we should question Grista. She is being kept in the prison. I will take you there and we will talk to her. Comes in." And then the captain says, "All right, let's go talk to this prisoner and what's going on." And
No,
he
you need
tells-
to.
You should speak to Sister Gariel.
And lady, who's the one from the blue dragon or blue lion?
Lenine.
Lenine and Lenine. They're
Yeah.
reputable business owners.
The captain says, "I will find out what's going on here." And he walks his horse with him, and he tells the town master Harbin, "Let's go to the town master's hall and let's figure out what's going on here." "Of course, please follow me." And he begins waddling his way toward the town master's hall.
Who's
And
the person in the cell?
We don't know. I don't know.
he
What was
said
her
his
name?
name was Grista. Her name was Grista. Now you can make me a knowledge, some history roll if you want to
I'm
remember
definitely
who
gonna
that
do
is.
that. I got some history. Oh wait, is it sunny out?
What's that? You won't get negatives on your.
I got a 21 on
Do
history.
you really? That's hilarious. It's so hard. It's so bright.
I got a 4.
All right. Anybody else have a knowledge
Wow.
history roll?
Let me check. here.
Yashar, do you need like a hat or something?
Doesn't quite work that
Like a
way.
big flat like Undertaker hat?
It won't be enough. It won't be enough. I need like actual.
A parasol?
I need to block
I
this.
rolled a 9.
A tent?
12.
We
I'm
need
like, I
more
just
arrows.
got here. I don't know
Yeah.
anybody.
We need
so-
so many
Excellent,
arrows that
excellent. I
will
don't know
fight in the
anybody.
shade.
None of you seem to remember who Grista is now. I mean, the name seems strangely familiar, but you're not exactly sure who that is.
Even with the 21, wow.
Oh, you got a 21? I apologize. Finnis, you know exactly who this is because
No, it
you
was,
spoke to her.
It was,
Grista is
Wait,
the
time
dwarf.
out, time out. Who were you saying got a 21?
Oh, I got a 21.
Yeah.
Hemo did.
Okay.
I was gonna say if you thought it was Gashar, it was not.
Oh no, I thought it was Finnis who got it. So Hemo, you got a 21 on your history roll. Perfect. All right. What you remember, Hemo, is that Finnis was at the bar, was talking to a dwarven lady at the
Oh.
at the sleeping giant. the woman
Oh,
who said she had
yeah.
owned a
Oh,
sleeping.
yes, of course.
Her name was
yeah.
Grista.
That was one of the bar workers. Brista's a red brand.
She's with the red brand.
Or
Oh,
at least a Red Brand sympathizer.
She was tending their bar. She's at least on their payroll.
All right, that's what they had said. That
That is a bit misogynist. Never mind.
misogynist.
That is.
all right.
I speak common too.
All right, so they are wandering back to the town master's hall. Are you going to follow them, or what are you going to do? The other,
Absolutely gonna follow him.
Yeah,
all right.
before
The other.
before we start moving, China to the group, I'm just like, I normally try not to judge people, but that man is awful.
Oh, he's definitely a shitbag.
His voice alone.
Char just points at his
He's
neck,
terrible.
right on the
I'm
beat.
gonna say, Hemo, you know
Yeah.
your red brand, you know your red brand cloak clasp?
Yeah.
Give me the clasp. Just the
sure.
clasp.
Hey,
Okay.
yeah, Hemo put it in his pouch today, so he'll
All right, you can pull it
pull it
off
out
to
and
give the class
give it
off. if
to
you want.
Flander.
Okay. So I take that little cloak clasp
All right.
and I use my invisible mage hand and put it into Harbor's pocket.
So what I need you to do is I need you to give
Whoa.
me a sleight. Was it sleight of hand? Is that one of the skills
Sleight of hand.
called?
Yes.
He's got the
Yep.
invisible mage hand.
Yep.
Give me a sleight of hand.
22.
Oh my god.
Eat it.
All right. Your hand goes flying forward and it just kind of just drops right into the little pouch that he has kind of half open there. All right. You do that. All right. Meanwhile, Harbin doesn't seem to suspect anything, and he's talking to the soldier, this captain, Jeet Hoister, and they arrive at the town master's hall, and he leaves his horse tethered outside, and he walks in, and you can immediately hear the voice of Colin talking to the town master and to this captain. What are you all going to do?
The only thing that Kashar says on the way there is, I don't understand what this has to do with the murder that the town master ignored.
Well, you can say that, but it doesn't seem to be listening to you.
The captain doesn't click at all.
No, that's what happens when Harbin's diplomacy rolls. I roll a 19 + 6.
Fair.
Oh, wow.
So
The night guy, he's not like stopping us from following him because
no, you can follow behind him. He
Yeah.
doesn't care. He's just
I'd
walking with
imagine
this.
a lot of the town people are coming with too, actually.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see the kind of the town. They're actually muttering with each other, and they're kind of going back and forth, and they seem to be somewhat distressed by this whole thing. However, interestingly enough, as you go wandering by, Eck, I want you to give me a reflex save.
Oh,
oh
Helene egg from a red brand.
not
Is it
Sort of-
floppy hat guy?
ooh,
Or panties.
got a 18.
All right.
More panties.
That seems more like
That
it.
is
All right,
that's the most dexterous he's ever gonna be.
Eck, I'm assuming that you have all your equipment on you, right?
Yeah.
Eck, you lift up your shield at the last second as something looks like a piece of cabbage hits the side of your shield. And you kind of lower your shield, and there's a woman standing there, and she's like, "Boo, boo to you, you knave." She starts yelling at you.
X just kind of like looking around. He's like, "Do you know her?" Like,
Does
and
she
you
look
didn't
like
do anything to this woman.
This looks like you've never seen this woman, Eck, and nobody else in town that you recall. Now she looks like some of the random like townsfolk, so she could have been about town, but she's an older woman, and she's standing with a couple other women and one younger man, and they're kind of grabbing at her, like thinking that she's kind of acting a little bit crazy, but she starts yelling at you, "Boo, boo. Brave, are you? Brave? No, you're knave, Sir Eckankar. You're knave. I know you from Triboar."
I don't.
And the rest of the people are kind of looking like grandmama, what are you talking about? No, I know him.
Did she hear the song?
I don't know. I've never met this woman in my life.
so brave, so daring to let his friends die and lose the Westfaro relics. I know you. And the people in town are like, what are you talking about?
You just see like X face is just, it's like frozen in white. Like he's just like completely shocked. He
And
He
she kind of like,
wants to get out.
she's kind of like trying to move toward you, yell at you. And she has a little basket of fruits and vegetables. And, she's obviously the one who threw it at you. The other people in town are kind of grabbing at this woman. They appear to be her relatives. And the man says, Grandmama, what are you talking about? Oh, this one who is so loved, so brave. He let the soldiers die and the Westfaro relics get lost in all those hands of those evil northerners. And you all call him brave. He's nothing. And she kind of spits at you, but she's far enough away that she clearly can't hit you.
Do the rest of us know what the Westfaro relics are?
Give me a history roll.
Boy, I'm really glad I took history in elf school. Oh, I was sick this day. That's 6.
Oh,
I got
wow.
a natural 20.
You guys are smart. Jeez.
Actually, I got 21 and a 22, but
Hemo's not as dumb as he looks.
But it doesn't even care.
Okay, so the Westfaro is a community just outside of Triboar. It is a place where they have some small church gatherings there for various sects. And you know that at one point in recent history, there was these things called the Westfaro relics. And these relics were part of the time of troubles. They were when the gods had actually walked the land and during the great devastation period. And it is said to be the relics of the actual forks and knives that these gods used to eat. They eat from the earth. They are considered to be one of the most sacred items in Triboar. However, a few years ago, they were stolen away by bandits, and have never been seen from again.
So Ek is like looking just shocked, and he can't be here. He leaves immediately.
Right. Where are you going to, Ek?
I think I'm just gonna go back to the Stonehill Inn to my room and go there.
All right. You see Ek
Flander's
just
going to follow him.
That's fine. Flander, you
Flander's
follow.
going to go with him. Yeah.
All right, and Flander goes with him. Anybody else doing anything? The woman's kind of like, she's kind of yelling, and you see that
I'm going to get in her face.
the woman. All right, she looks at you, and she's kind of like yelling past you at Ek.
I have a 26 on my intimidation check.
All right, she kind of stifles herself and kind of steps back. You can tell she's definitely not sure why you suddenly stand there and why you. And she's like, why are you with Salia? I'm
about to go sacrifice her. So I look at the little girl and wink.
Yeah. The little girl looks at you and she goes like, oh, I'm gonna be sacrificed. Papa. And the woman kind of looks and she goes, she gets a scowl on her face. Like,
so you were there. You witnessed this. You witnessed this. You saw this. You saw this thing you speak of. You allege. You better have proof when you say things like that.
My brother was killed there.
But you were not there. You did not see. You do not know.
No.
Keep your opinions to yourself. And I storm off.
She kind of stifles, and the town folk who are with her, who are probably her relatives, they look very similar to her. They kind of turn her off, and she starts muttering, and they're like, "It's okay, Grandmama. It's okay. It's okay." She goes wandering off. All right, what are you going to do?
Look at the girl. You need to get your father needs this. Pulls out the vial.
My father was in the mine and was hurt.
So he needs this desperately.
He sent me to get it.
How is he going to die if he has this?
Do I look like a doctor?
No, that's why you went to her. What did she say? Does she need it now, or
she told me to take it to him?
All right, I have to take her home.
All right. So you gonna let her walk, or are you gonna carry her?
I'll carry her until she gets too heavy. but-
All right. Now you carry her down the road. What's the rest of you gonna do? Right now, Flander has gone after Eck. The rest of you are kind of standing in the middle of the road
I'm
here.
not letting this town master out of my sight.
All right. Walk down, and the town master is now in the town master's hall. What are you gonna do?
Going into.
All right, you follow into the town master's hall, and they're having a
Who else is coming with me? Anybody?
Can Hemo try to find where this prisoner is? See if there's like a window that has an angle on her or something.
Well, if you look in the front, you can see that there's a prison. There's 2 cages in the back of the town master's hall, and there is a dwarven woman sitting in one of them. You can clearly see when you look in the doorway.
All right. Well, Hemo will go in.
Where's Finnis?
Finnis is also following.
Okay.
Okay, so the rest of you enter into the town, and the soldier turns around and soldier, the captain, turns around and says, "I think I need to speak with the town master. I would like all of you to step back. You have no official town presence here, do you?"
Well, we have been accused. And we accused him. He nods at the town master of
Town master-
extortion. And the town people put him in a cell when we were out.
He doesn't look like he's in a cell right now.
I agree. But he was. And if he tells you otherwise, he is lying.
The residents of Phandalin, through a vote of no confidence, had the town master jailed for negligence in dealing with the red brand problem.
But he
That
has
was a public announcement.
There's a
With
silvery
a
tongue.
gathering. You weren't here. Where were you? Not
Silvery,
in town. That's
silver
where you were.
tongue, this one. Be careful. He says,
Foreigners,
Be careful.
all of them. They don't even pay their taxes. All right. The captain
do you
goes.
murder people when they don't pay
The
their
captain says,
taxes?
"All right, you're just causing trouble now. I want all of you to leave, and we'll figure this out.
Ask him about
I want
the
all of you
murder
to leave."
of Thel.
He looks
I'm
over.
just as big as he is.
I know, but he kind of gives you the like kind of thing like you do, you know. He
Yeah,
kind of
like
like
a
stares you
W
down,
strength.
like
I know.
like
And I want him to just listen once to me.
Yeah.
Just ask him about the murder of Thel. He ignored it for us. Maybe he will
Murder.
ignore it for you too.
give me
And
a
I'll walk out.
diplomacy roll.
And I'll walk out.
Yeah, give me a diplomacy roll.
All right. I'm inside now.
Yeah.
So we have all our charisma-based characters leave
Yes.
and have all the charisma dump people have. It's great.
This is the way to go. Yeah.
What'd you get
Yeah.
for the
You're talking persuasion now. aren't you?
persuasion? Yeah, I always
Listen.
get that confused because of Pathfinder.
I have a solid 12
Nice.
on that
Not
one.
bad.
All right. He kind of looks at you.
And I'll nod and I will leave.
Yeah.
At that point.
He looks at you and he says, "We'll get to the bottom of this. This is not a one-sided discussion." He tells you, and he closes the
I
door.
look back when he says that and I'll nod at him again and I'll walk out.
As you do, you can see that 11 other soldiers are kind of walking up to the
That's
town
fine.
hall, town master's hall.
Are
All
there
right.
other? Can Hemo like ditch the red brand cloak in the town master hall here? He's feeling like he wants to get rid of this thing.
Where do you want to put it?
Is there like a desk I can maybe just like surreptitiously stash it behind?
Yeah,
Where
give me a
Colin
slight,
is
give me
currently?
give me a sleight of hand roll, please.
You know, Colin's
All
working
right.
at the desk right now, right?
Not Colin's desk.
Go and give me a sleight of
You
hand roll.
recognize him.
Oh,
So-
no.
Oh no!
What'd you get?
Oh, that's a natural one.
All right, you go
I
to
got a
put
5.
you go to put the cloak into this desk, and you literally are kind of like stuffing it in, and you start stuffing it into the thing, and you stop and look, and you see this captain is crossing his arms, looking at you, and you see the harbor is standing next to him. He goes, "That there is a red brand cloak. That's what they wear. That I told you. He's a violent, sinister thug."
I
And
cast
the har-
firebolt on the cloak. I try to burn it.
the
Well,
the captain says, "You there? What is your name?"
He, Hemo Oakenheel, hero of Phandalin. And I was returning the town master's cloak.
He says, come with me.
Best of luck with
He's
that
gonna-
roll.
He's going to walk up and he's going to curl his hand gently around your arm. Are you going to resist?
I'm going to slip out and attempt to flee.
You are.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So what I need you to do
Yeah,
is it's going to be an opposed grapple roll.
I can oppose that with an acrobatics, right?
Yep,
If
it's
he's
gonna be a
doing
grab-
Your
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Your choice.
You can-
Acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah, you can choose acrobatics or athletics. He is going to try to, as you pull away, suddenly his grip becomes like an iron vice around your arm.
14.
Okay, he has a 17. So he grabs your arm. You move through, he kind of grabs your arm. He's like, oh, is this how it's gonna be then? All right, so he grabs onto you and he calls back, soldiers. And you see 11 other soldiers just mounting outside.
Kishari holds the door for them.
This went foobar really quickly.
Oh no.
You see that
Emo.
Just get rid of this thing.
soldiers
You
walk.
had a
Soldiers,
gig tonight.
Finnis starts telling Kellenvor to prepare for another soul.
these soldiers come rushing in. Are you going to resist these 11 soldiers piling on you to grab to throw you to the ground? It's up to you how you want to play it. Are we playing this out or are you going to let it happen?
Let me see what's in my pockets real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah,
trying to get out of this,
I'm not going to force you to be captured. You can get out of this.
You-
Oh, I'm only 1/3 of a wizard.
Do you know Misty Step yet?
I'll just no, I don't.
that would have been amazing. Poof.
I'll just stand there.
All right. As many as they can, and I'll say 4 of them, rush through the door.
Kishari's holding the door open.
And they rush past you, and they're not polite about this at all. They literally have gone from the easygoing, sitting on top, casually waiting for something to happen, to 4
SWAT team
men
entry.
just driving through the door, barreling you over and knocking you down.
Full
2 of
on
them grab at
action.
your weapons immediately and they pin you down.
This is like the life of
I-
Brian if they actually found the guy in the room.
Right.
I left my swords in the Stonehill Inn.
That's fine. That you don't have to have them on you.
I
They're
don't have
going
to have them on me.
so they're going to take whatever you did bring with you, whatever that is. They're pulling it up. So if you had a belt with the pouches or whatever, and they're going
I
to,
suppose, yeah, there would have been. I put on my leather armor, so that probably would have had like the belt with my daggers, a component pouch.
they don't take your
pouch
armor.
with
They don't
bolts
take
and
your armor
stuff.
off.
All right,
But they
would have
throw
just
you
been a belt
in-
with daggers and a pouch.
They throw you into the cell next to Grista. So Grista's in one cell, you're in the other cell. And they say, and they look over at the town master and they say, so these red brands, these ones here are the ones who cause all the problems. And the Harbin gives you this kind of sly smile, Hemo. He kind of gives you a smile. He's like, yes, he was one of them. He definitely was one.
No, he wasn't. Kishar yells from outside.
And you see one of the soldiers kind of politely moves you back to close the door.
I don't move back very easily.
No, he's gonna try to. Are you
That's fine.
gonna not do it? They're basically, they're kind of,
They just dodge.
how they do the
Just-
thing where they kind of
yeah.
like politely ask you to move back.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah.
grabbing you. They're not touching
Yeah,
you.
that's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Move
right.
back, sir.
He's like, this is town business.
You said you were going to take both sides of the story.
And that's when Harbin looks back and he goes, yes, the one side that has the truth and the other side that has the evidence he was trying to store.
I also have a red cloak. It does not mean I am one of them. We destroyed the red cloak. That is
All right.
how we have them.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yes.
All right. And Harbin looks and he has a smile and he says, yes, they all have red cloaks. They are all of them. We should gather them all up. And the captain looks back at you and he says, are you admitting to being one of these red brands?
Did you not hear what I said?
I mean, he looks over at Weston and the town master, and he goes, there's a whole lot going on here. What we're going to do is we're going to question your friend and we'll deal with you shortly. Don't leave town.
I would never I do not trust him. And he clicks again.
And Harbin looks at Hemo and goes, I don't trust him either.
No, not Hemo. Hemo's fine. I don't trust him. And he's like,
What do you speak in
forceful
Draconic?
That's a good point. That he will repeat that last sentence in Draconic, saying, I don't trust him. And he looks at he says the fat man. I don't trust the fat man
All right.
with the silver tongue.
A lot of shaming going on, but we're gonna let it slide. All right. And
I'm
then,
trying to be physically descriptive
and
without naming him, because I don't think there would be a direct
There's not
word
a-
for town master
right,
in
right,
Draconic,
right.
which would mean that he would say it in town
right.
master.
Or something, I think.
Yeah.
And in response, that the captain says to you in Draconic, he's like, I just arrived here. I want to find out what's going on before any actions are taken.
He nods again at him. He's already outside the building.
Yeah,
He's
that's
just
right.
holding the door.
The most of the soldiers remain outside. Just 2 remain inside, and they close the door. And the soldiers
I'll let
they're
them
kind of
close
sort
it
of
now.
lingering on outside. Now you have these, half a dozen soldiers now just lingering out front.
I'll
of
let
it,
him
so-
close the door at this time.
All right.
But he was standing directly outside the door, kind of like I am, just arms crossed, looking at the area.
Give me also a perception roll. Just a deep regular perception roll.
19.
All right. What you do notice is on the pegboard off to the side that's been tacked up there. You see a notice that says that the town has placed the sleeping giant up for sale for 1,500 gold pieces with a 10 gold piece per month tax.
Okay. I wonder who is selling it.
All right.
The lady who's behind bars?
All right. Wait. This has gone way off the rails. Okay. This is hilarious. All right. Okay, wait. You manage to walk this young girl, Salia, home. She is
kind of hurrying it along.
yeah.
too.
She kind of, she walked with you. She's not slowing you down that much. She walks up to a house. It's about a quarter mile down the trail, down the miners' trail. And there's several houses that are down there. It's very small. Think of a 2-room house at best. You walk up to our house, and there is a man standing out there with a younger man. The older man, he's clearly been injured. He's sitting on the porch, and he has wraps around one of his shoulders. And the younger man is standing next to him. The younger man looks over, first seeing Salia, and says, "Salia, you're back. Did you get the?" And then the younger man stops and he stares at you. And this is a young half-elven man, and he just kind of like stares, and he just stops talking, and he
Mouth
begins
like half
staring at
agape.
you. What are you going to do?
Should I pose for you? Do you want to take a sketch or something?
No. You're Ann, and I'm Waif. I mean, you're yeah, hi, hey, I didn't know.
What happened to?
Oh, he got, my father got hurt in the mines. Part of it collapsed, and his shoulder got injured, and so the Salia, I didn't know you're gonna bring it. I didn't know you're gonna bring it back. Hi.
Here is the vial.
Do you want like we have like water, or we have
I am good for now, thank you. I must be going.
yeah, you can, but yeah, okay, cool, yeah.
And the father's sitting there.
Yeah, he's just kind of sitting there, and he's got has a wrap on his shoulder, and he starts.
What happened in the mine?
He says, "Oh, part of it collapsed. That happens sometimes. The struts that were holding up part of the mine gets weakened over time. I'm okay. I just got hit by a beam. I just gotta get. It'll be fine by tomorrow. I gotta get back to work. The ointment will help.
Gives it to him.
All right, thank you very much. Hey, did you? The younger man says, "Do you need me to walk you back? I'll be happy to have if you, because so ways and stuff."
I am okay, thank you.
Okay. You're staying at the inn, right?
Perhaps I must go and see. Like,
Okay.
try to get back.
Okay, well-
back to the group.
Okay, I'll see you later. We're gonna go to the be at the Stonehill. He says he's like, yeah, as you're walking, he keeps yelling at you and you keep walking away. All right. The rest of you, what are you all going to do? The Eckankar, you have gone back into the inn, and Flander has followed you.
Yeah. Ek is just like shield and everything was just like thrown off of him. It's on the ground and he's just sitting on the bed with his head in his hands right now.
Can I just knock on the door?
You don't get an answer.
All right. No answer.
Okay, I knock again.
Please, I can't. I need to be alone for right now.
Take whatever time you need. I'll be down in the bar with a nail with your name on it if you want to talk. Then I'll go downstairs.
All right. You head downstairs to the bar, and you're easily able to have a ale or whatever you want. Meanwhile, back at the prison where all their prisoners are, Hemo, you're sitting in the jail. You see that Weston, the Harbin Weston, and this new captain are not there. They have gone outside to behind the building to talk or something. You don't see them. There are two soldiers here sitting at inside here, and Colin is also sitting here. And Colin says to the soldiers, he's not a bad person. You don't have to keep him. And the soldiers just seem to be ignoring him. And then Colin looks at you like,
Hemo shrugs back at Colin. Can I see what's her
Grista.
Grista, not
She's standing.
okay.
She's standing. She's in the seat right next to you. Effectively, your bars are touching each other. You're basically
Okay.
5 by 5 cells, and you have a little seat there, and that's about it.
Hemo
Looks over at you.
will just stretch out, lean against the wall, and say, fancy meeting again like this, Grista? How's the bar? How's your team?
She says, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah? Did you get your ass kicked?
She ran off.
You know what happened. That's what she says. I shouldn't have to explain it to you.
Yeah? Why'd you run? All your boys got their asses kicked without you. Hemo's gonna he's gonna try to get Grista pissed off at him.
Yeah, she doesn't take much, but she doesn't know what to do while she's stuck in this town, this jail. She says, they took my bar from me. They just the town master just acquired it because of all the things you've done. I wasn't doing anything but helping out those soldiers. That I had no choice. They didn't give me much choice. That glass
The
staff,
guys with the red cloaks?
they gave me no choice. It was either that or they were going to make sure that I didn't get found.
Wow. Well, where's the rest of them?
They were
You got stuck in here, and the rest of them are.
they're supposed to be in Tresender, but then the last I knew they fled. I'm assuming you had something to do with it.
Maybe. What's it to you? Did you care about any of the ones in Tresender?
All I wanted to do was have an inn, have a tavern. It wasn't my doing that they took it over.
Well,
Give me a sense motive. Why don't you give me an insight roll,
What's her name?
Grista?
That's a 10.
You're not quite sure if she's telling the truth or not. You're not. You kind of. She looks a little fatigued. She probably was running or whatever. But maybe because of her exhaustion, you can't tell whether she is being honest or not to you? She goes, I'll tell you what, though, I'll give you this, that those red brands were not just trying to get things from this town. They were trying to take people as slaves.
Yeah, and what'd you do about it?
What do you want? What do you want me to do? I just wanted to keep my business going.
With a bunch of slavers? That's
If I didn't
Man,
do it,
we-
you know what they would have done to me? I would have been in chains marching down the Triboar like everybody else.
yeah. Well, look where that got you now. Is there anywhere in this cell I could stash a weapon?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably find a little place under like where the cot is or whatever.
Okay.
A little place where they sleep.
Hemo's gonna wait for a moment where nobody's looking or see if he can. But he's going to summon his scimitars and stash them behind the cot.
No problem. Just give me a sleight of hand.
No one's this
Because that
time.
was so well.
16?
All right, you wait till Grista's not really paying attention to you. The guards aren't locked eyes on you. They're more or less, they watch you intensely for about 30 seconds, then sort of get bored by that. And they end up talking to each other. They're having casual conversations with each other. Colin is doing paperwork. You summon your weapons and you slide them silently underneath the bed.
Just in case. He'll lean up against the wall and await whatever fate
All
is in
right.
store for him.
All right. It doesn't take long until the captain comes in to the office, and you see Harbin behind him is like protesting. I don't think I'm making the right move here. I tell you, these people are dangerous. And the captain goes, I'm just walking in, and there's a whole lot of things going on there. So we're going to take a few days. We're going to calmly go through step by step what happened. Until then, I'm not leaving people just locked up in these cells. And he says, give me the key. I must tell you, I don't think it's give me the key. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a key and he gives it to the captain. The captain reaches in and unlocks the door. And he says, you there, Hemo, I don't want you leaving town without letting me know what's going on. Understood?
Yeah. Well, we've let you know what's going on.
And then
Hopefully you're starting to see that.
he walks over to the dwarf and he opens the cage. He says, you there, you're not going to flee Phandalin, are you? I want to know where you're at. She says, I'm not going to flee. Very well. Until we figure out what's going on, I'm not holding people in prisons. We're going to find out what's going on. And you see that Harbin's like, fine, I guess I have no choice. And the captain looks over and he goes, no, you don't. All right, he's gonna open the door and he's gonna put basically usher you and Grista out and tell you to stay in town.
So I'm standing right
Okay.
by the door.
Okay.
The door opens.
Yeah.
He'll open the door and he'll see Hemo and be
Are
like,
you gonna slug him?
no, I don't want to slug Hemo. But I will stand and literally be in the way, kind of in the way again as
Sure.
I was earlier, and open the door and I see Hemo first, and I'm a little surprised. I was not expecting to see him. But I'll step aside and let him go. Good to see you.
Yeah.
You're the voice from behind.
You as
Don't
well,
leave
Kesha?
town.
We were not thinking about it. And then is Grista coming out too?
Yeah, she kind of walks out. She looks a little bit more worse for wear. Like she's probably been there a good part of the day.
He cocks his head at her and he says, "Why are you selling your inn?
She says, I'm not. The town took it from me.
Why did the town take it from you?"
You're an idiot. She walks past him and just starts walking north.
Wait, how does the town take an inn from you? Who's the town?
She's not talking to you. He's walking.
He'll repeat it back in Draconic. Inside he says, "The town took the inn from her."
You're gonna say it to who?
And he said in Draconic loudly into the room.
All right.
So there's only probably one person that would
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. The captain says.
He just points at this at a paper
Yeah.
that's outside.
The captain says, in back to you in Draconic. Do you have a point, sir? What is your name?
He nods again. I'm Gashar O.
You seem to have a lot of business with this town, seeing how you just arrived here less than a 10-day ago.
He sighs and pauses for a second. I saw injustice, sir.
All right. He's talking in Draconic still. And he walks out and he says, so you're inquiring about the inn?
He points down at the
paper?
the paper that says it's for sale.
Yeah.
She does not appear to be wanting to sell it.
Now the dwarf has already long walked away.
Yeah, that was her in.
And you hear Harbin behind you. She was the one who was harboring all of those red brand. We have under our guidances for our township able to take back properties if they have done ill will, as you can see on our town charter. And Talon picks up the paper. He kind of has it in his hand like this, and he's like, he picks it up and he's like, it's in the charter.
Gashar thinks for a second. She was holding the inn where all the red brand were hanging out.
She didn't seem to like them very much.
I don't know. She ran away when the fighting started.
And he the captain goes,
Is
very
suspicious.
well. Yes.
All I say is suspicious.
All right.
With that, I'll nod at him. Do you need anything now? We are staying at, and then he'll tell him where we're staying at, the Stonehill Inn.
Very well. He'll close the door. And if he turns around and starts talking, you can hear Harbin inside complaining.
Perfect. Well,
all right. As you come back, you can see that waif is walking back up the trail. She kind of comes walking up right next to you.
It sees you, it's like, what is going on?
Hemo's out there as well.
the liar. He's talking to the captain.
Why? What happened?
There,
Everybody.
He got arrested. He points at Nemo.
And you call me chaotic. What the?
look, this cape is very capes like those are becoming very dangerous items to have on my hands, so I had to get rid of it.
Finnis is still wearing his.
Dumbass.
Okay. I told you not to take those.
I still have mine.
You're all fools. Where is everybody else?
Oh,
let's go back to the end. Let's get everybody. We need to go find.
Regroup.
Yes, and we need to go find this.
Did you sacrifice your child?
Yes, I did very well. Thank you.
Good.
This is pleased. We need to find. What's the halfling woman's name?
Quellen.
We need to go find Quellen.
All right. As you're coming back, you can see as you're coming back up toward the inn where you're at, you can see Sister Gariel is walking through town, and she almost runs into you as she's holding this map, and she folds it. She starts looking around, and she stops. She goes, "Oh! All right. We have to find someone in town who knows where we can find this shrine of Sabras. It has to be nearby."
Sister, sorry. Do you remember the town master?
Of course.
He points. It's stupid.
She looks back at it. She goes, "What is, honestly, I need to find where the shrine of Sabras is. Who do we know anybody in town who might have some lore on where we can find this?"
I already told you we're going to go see Sabras and we're going to go see Quellen and get information.
Yes, you
can
told
come
us she
with
was
us.
staying
Come
there,
with
right?
us.
I'll come with you. If
So we're going to
do you
the
think
inn.
Quellen's not gonna, she doesn't know anything about the other town. She knows a lot of, strangely enough, she knows a lot about what happens here in town, but I don't know if she knows anything about happens outside.
Well, maybe she can help us with another problem, because until these Neverwinter guys figure out that the town master was letting these bandits run around,
Yeah.
they're not going to let us leave. We can't go find a shrine.
No, we will
even
wait
if,
here. This is stupid. We must stay here.
What? You're trapped in town? We have this Shrine of Sabra supposed to.
No, the captain.
She kind of drops her
He
hands
almost like assumes she should know.
Yeah, she drops her hands to the
Captain.
side in a huff, and she's like, I do not have time for this town nonsense right now.
How long have you waited?
I know, but I this is very impressing. It's important for the Harpers to know this.
It is impressive.
Do the Harpers have any sway with the Lord's Alliance?
She kind of thinks for a second, and she goes, no, but I know who might.
For us to help you, you must help us. Help you. Help us. You have to
If
tell
you
them
can-
what happened.
She suddenly realizes as she says that, she says, Order of the Gauntlet.
What?
I bet he knows.
The
I
old
bet
man.
I bet Darren knows. And she kind of backs up and she kind of gets excited. She goes, go get what you have to do. I'll be back later.
You should really stay
Wait,
with us.
What? Who's Darren?
The old guy.
The old guy.
The smithy?
No, behind his place on the
Oh,
on the
that
stoop.
guy.
Yeah. He has stories.
Yes, the storyteller.
She goes running off. What are you guys gonna do? Heading to Quellen's house?
No,
What?
Stonehill Inn.
What?
Okay.
We have to get the others.
Okay, you head to the Stonehill Inn.
So I go.
Yeah.
Are there other straws on the bar?
Not really straws, no.
I think
What do you want?
straw on the floor.
Oh, I mean, you can get straw pretty much anywhere
Right,
if you just
grab
want some
some
straw.
straw.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go. And I go.
Don't start another inn on fire, okay?
Enough with you.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Just going to go to the rooms and look for the people. Where's like Flander and
Flander's actually in the bar downstairs when you walk in.
oh, where is everybody? Oh, here now?
Hemo can follow back into the inn. He's gonna summon his swords again and push them into the belt.
I'm assuming that Flander or that Finnis is down in the bar too, but I don't remember exactly.
Mm.
He's in there and he's actually wearing his red cloak. You walk in, you can see the red cloak of the red brain.
Drinking.
Dude, you got to get rid of that.
So are we all
Well,
here?
it's just
Can
a
we go?
spoil of war.
Yeah, all of you are here except for
Where's-
Eck.
Where's the human?
He's having a little bit of a crisis.
I go up to his room,
All right.
pound on the door.
Boom, boom, boom,
I'll
boom,
go
boom.
with him.
There's a pounding at your door, Eck.
I'll sit down next to Finnis because I have a thing after you guys are done. I want to talk to him about
Okay.
that.
So Ek does answer the door and opens up. He's not quite to his normal shining self, but he is definitely in a better situation than when you last saw him. It's like
She hands you the straw. Suck it up. We need to go. Storms down the stairs. Are you with us? She stops on the stairs and looks at you. Are you with us or not?
Yes, I'm coming. And
Okay,
he'll
then.
grab his stuff. But on the way down, he wants to grab Flander and just be like, listen, I appreciated you coming with me, but I need you to know what she was saying. It wasn't out of cowardice that this happened, but I can't talk about it now, but maybe later.
Well, I would have something to share as well. And if I couldn't have come up with that story if I didn't see that brave Sir Eckankar in you. I hope you can too. Let's go.
All right.
Following.
Everyone emerges downstairs. What are you guys gonna do?
So I sat down next to Finnis for a moment when they ran upstairs, and he has his red cloak on. And I sit down and said, I still have mine in my bag too. It will not do good to hide it now. The captain, he is investigating what happened. Best to come clean.
That's what I'm thinking. There's no reason in hiding things that only raises suspicion on us.
Yes.
I have a perfectly good explanation for why I have this. He can feel free to ask.
It's the
You can also-
skeletons, isn't it?
Do you want? You can also go into the actual town master's hall and try to stuff it into a drawer in front of the bunch of guards.
Hemo's in
No,
another
this is
glass of
already-
wine.
Really bad idea.
No, it's a good idea.
It almost worked. Totally.
We have enough character witnesses in town.
Then
We'll
I
be
will put my
fine.
hand on Hemo's shoulder and say, after the gig.
For the skeletons, that's why I keep it. They will keep skeletons away.
Everybody have all their stuff. We might not come back.
We stay here.
You stay here then. You're not with us?
But
Did
Are
I
we
stutter?
leaving?
Did I stutter? I say it infernal.
Did I stutter?
he replies back infernal. We stay here. Captain,
Are we leaving town again? Are we skipping
okay.
town
Your
before?
captain is not mine.
we have an ultimate good to serve here. It does not have to do with
Yes, it has nothing to do with this town. Let's go.
Hmm.
This town chose. It chose its fat fuck of a.
only half
Neither.
chose. They're misled.
That's all it needs is half. That's how the
No.
stupid works with
It
him.
is on the knife edge. Do it fall towards evil and the stupid fat man, or do it fall towards good and the people themselves? We are the force that will tip it to the good.
Oh, fine. You stay here.
Okay.
I'm going to Quellens.
Okay, so
Ooh, she
you
leaves.
leave. Okay. Anybody else leaving to Quellens?
Quellen's place
Sorry,
is like-
is Quellen's place
Yeah.
outside of town?
No,
or-
Quellens Place.
Okay.
If you recall, it is here on the outskirts out at the Alderleaf Farm.
Oh, I thought you were saying we should leave.
Okay, yeah, no, let's go to Quellen's.
I will accompany you to Quellen's.
Make sure I'm in the right. Yep. Make sure I'm in the right object layer. Took a minute.
I do agree with Gashar. We should not leave town until these soldiers have concluded their business.
Let
right.
let us get information, then make decisions.
All right, you're
This
gonna
is what-
head toward the Alderleaf Farm. Oh gosh,
Yeah,
I opened a big can of whatever it is time. All right,
yeah, yeah.
That's
Oh,
great.
we
I
did.
don't know what you're talking about. This is fantastic.
I know it is. All right, so you guys head down toward the Alderleaf Farm. Anybody not going to the Alderleaf Farm? Just want to clear that up. Okay,
Nope. I'll
They're
take
all-
my gear too.
the rest
Bring
of
him a
you
red cloak
guys
with.
Good man.
take all of your stuff with you,
Leave the
unless
fucking
otherwise
cloak.
specified, and head to the Alderleaf Farm. All right, you head to the Alderleaf Farm. As you approach, you can see a young halfling boy playing out in the front of the farm, and he looks up at everybody, and he's Flander. He runs up. Goes,
Court, my man,
hey,
how are you?
oh, that's brave Sir Eckankar. Brave Sir
This is
Eckankar.
Brave Sir Eckankar.
He walks up to you and he takes his hat off and he does a low bow, as low as he possibly can. And he puts his hat on and he says, "Are you gonna teach me how to fight?" And he kind of holds his hand up like he's swaying it, like he's gonna swat at you with nothing.
Yeah, I'll mimic back the swaying, just as we're
Yep.
doing a little fake sword fight.
Yeah. And he's like, so Flander, what are you here for? Are you gonna come hang out and have dinner with us again?
Well, we haven't been invited yet.
Because that went so well last time.
Sorry.
All right, as you're talking, you see you see that his uncle comes walking out, and he's rubbing his hands on with some cloth, and he has with him, he just seems to be drying it off as he's walking out. He looks at everybody, and goes, "Oh, great," and he just turns around and walks back.
Like Connor.
Yeah, it's Connor. He sees you, he sees everybody,
Connor.
and he turns back and walks
miss
back
you
into the
too.
barn.
So many people like you guys in this town.
Connor, close your coin pouch.
We're
about
gonna be just
50-50 in
fine.
This town.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty popular.
I was gonna say, at least one of you is.
So
This is why the captain will have no problem leading towards our side.
all right, a carp says, "Come on," and he takes you up to the house. He opens the door. Mom, Flander's here. Oh, there you are, son. You see this halfling woman walks out. Oh, there you are, son. Well, what can I do for you, Flander? Oh, you're coming for your message. That's what you want, isn't it? Okay. Well, I have some good news and I have no not so good news. So which one would you like first?
Not good.
Oh,
news.
let's go with the good news.
Okay. Well, good news is that Rydolph has wrote back to say he can meet you. Oh, isn't that great news? Bad news is,
Where's
bad news
that?
is that he's going to meet you in Thunder Tree in a 10-day.
That's
Who was
How
that
far?
again?
super helpful. Was that right off? Was right off the ranger?
No, he's a druid. He's an old friend of mine. We used to travel together all the time. He and I, we had some great adventures. It was fantastic. We killed some people. It was fun.
I agree.
Any good adventure.
Under what?
Thunder Tree.
Tree.
I am blanking on what we needed to speak with Rydolph about.
So Rydolph would probably know where to find Craigmall Castle.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to be there anywhere between now and a 10-day. So you can wait for him or whenever. So
Between now and the 10-day or in a 10-day. It's kind of important if we're going to meet this member.
well, Rydolph doesn't deal with exact time, So what he said is he said he'll be there within a 10-day. Now that could be tomorrow or that could be 9 more days. It's just.
But we are supposed to be there to meet him.
Well, he said he'll be there if you want to meet him within a 10-day, whatever that means. I
Let's
told you it
not
was good
arrive
news
later.
and bad news.
That-
He's a
mm,
druid. He deals with the moon. You try traveling with
So
him.
do we. What are you talking
You
about?
try traveling with him sometime.
I
Oh, my
prefer
God.
the moon.
Oh no, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Ogishar looks different to her now.
Yeah.
to-
She
Yeah,
does.
Anybody, he'll say,
She-
I prefer the moon. The night is.
She looks up at you. She kind of squints and looks over at you.
You notice.
Yeah, you look you look quite different.
I feel more comfortable in the shade now.
Like you're about 9 gold lighter.
Hmm. Yes.
Oh well, never
stretches.
mind. She goes, oh well, never mind. And she goes, well, would you like to come in for dinner again?
Yeah.
We have some investigating to do before we get too far behind.
Okay, then well, anyway, do
would
you know where
seek your
Thunder Tree?
advice.
You don't know how to get to Thunder Tree, then, right?
Actually, knowledge history.
Just up the Triboar.
Perhaps you could give us a map.
13.
Oh yeah, I could. No problem. Oh sure. Well, what you want to do is you're gonna head up to Neverwinter. You know where Neverwinter is?
Hmm.
You know where Neverwinter. So you head up to Neverwinter, but before you get to Neverwinter, by about 10 miles, there's a road that takes you to Helm's Hold, and then just past Helm's Hold is Thunder Tree. Now the problem with Thunder Tree is you're gonna have is that it's basically filled with zombies. Oh, but don't worry, they're not real zombies. They're ash zombies. Don't worry about that. They're remnants of the Mount Houghton now exploding.
Wonderful.
This seems like a whole nother can of worms.
Oh no, there's very little worms there. You're
The zombies do not have worms.
The ash ones don't, where the normal ones do. So we're dealing with wormless zombies.
well, to be fair, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of guessing. Oh, it's okay, don't you know? It's fine.
If we had to meet them in a 10-day, I mean, we would have to leave pretty soon, right? To get up towards
days.
Neverwinter.
2 days.
So it's going to take you 2.5 days or so to get.
Okay.
Just to get an idea.
Did
Well,
we
you know-
get the not? Did we get the not so good news, or was I too wrapped up in something else to notice?
Well, just that I'm just telling you that you couldn't meet him today because he's going to be within a 10-day, whatever a 10-day is. Right off, has his own time that he works on. Also, when you talk to him, he might not say that many words because he's right off, and that's what he does.
He's just a write-off.
So yeah. Anyway, well, if you feel like you want to come back for dinner, please do. You have yourself a great day.
Very kind of you, my good lady.
Have you
Bye-bye.
heard anything about what's going on with the town master?
Me?
Do you trust him?
Yeah.
Oh no, that town master is a piece of work. You don't want to trust him at all.
The captain arrived today.
Oh, was
wasn't
that what all
there
that
yet.
commotion was? The hubbub of the captain
Yes.
arriving? The
Yes.
one with the banners?
Yeah, when was the last time the Lord's Alliance was here? Does that happen often? Is that, I mean, they're
No, that was with why Sildar was coming. So first of all, Iarno came and he was with the Lord's Alliance and he disappeared. And we don't know where he went to. And then his friend was supposedly coming down, but then he arrived with you dead, which really was inconvenient for everyone. And then,
That was the goblins.
Yes.
and then, so they call back again and they're like third time's the charm. This time they didn't bring this one. They must have brought a whole bunch of them since they all come running down the trail.
Baker's dozen.
we. Huh.
So-
Well, that's, yeah, very interesting. Thanks. We're trying to figure out what's going on too.
The townmaster is implicating us in as being Red Brand. but
Oh,
we are
now
not-
that's just
we are
silly.
not Red Brand.
That's just you. I will go clear this up with him.
Would be a good ally.
I'll go talk to him. If you thought of talking to Edermath, Edermath definitely could help you. You should go talk to him.
Which one is Edermath?
Oh, he's a little fella. He's up at the orchard to the northeast or northwest.
Is he outside of town?
No, he's right in town. He's a good old friend.
I told the captain I would not leave town.
Ederman.
Edermath.
Can't leave town.
At the orchard.
Yeah,
That's the
somebody got
actually the very same
arrested.
orchard you went to.
Wait, what?
He points at
Hemo
Hemo.
got arrested?
Just a
You got arrested?
misunderstanding. Just a misunderstanding. They thought we were Red Brands
Why?
for a second.
I'm sure the
Because
Cloaks
we
didn't
were in
help.
possession of some of their the uniforms.
You didn't go in there wearing the cloak, did you?
Yes.
No, of course not. Yes, it was
I-
just a little
I wasn't there.
miscommunication. They're
Finnis pops the hood on his cloak and just,
Are you wearing the red brand cloak?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Becoming an expert on cans of worms.
Oh my goodness, this is such a crazy one. Okay, she goes. Well, you could try to speak to Edermath. He might be able to help you. He has a lot of sway from the north. He's from the Order of the Gauntlet.
Oh, is he the old man behind the smithy?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
are you talking about?
Oh, he has good stories.
Yes, he does. Yes, yeah.
We were going.
Then I'd like to meet him.
We shall see him next. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
You
Come
are
back.
wise. I like you.
You should probably stop talking now. And she closed the door.
so forward.
Guitar?
His face. He's
That's
like,
not how that's supposed to go.
That's par for the course for Kashar. What are you talking about?
it's fine. Let's go to Edermath.
All right, you're gonna go. You're
Make
gonna
our way
cross.
up to the orchard.
You're
You-
gonna cross
are you-
town
are
up to
you
the
on board now?
orchard to see the.
Okay, good. You seem like you're on board.
To Edermath?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gone. You turn around and
Good
Wapes
stuff.
up the
On
trail.
same wavelength now.
That's funny.
As we're walking back, I'll just kind of walk alongside Eckankars. So what did happen?
I made a decision that costs a lot of people their lives, and I don't want to get into the direct details right now. It's hard for me to talk about.
I
then don't.
understand. But
Then don't. That's in the past. It's what you do now that matters.
He kind of is just like staring at Wave, kind of just absorbing that. He, like,
Yeah.
doesn't have a response. He just
sometimes these are the fortunes of war.
yes.
You made a judgment call, and what was the alternative?
The only other alternative was a city destroyed.
And the city wasn't
Whoa.
destroyed.
If it's medieval times, do we have the trolley problem?
It's more of a horse part. Oh, carriage problem, but
Carriage
Yeah.
problem.
the idea stays.
Oh,
There's
man.
an episode title for you.
The carriage problem.
Yeah.
Carriage problem.
All right.
Not a lot of carriages yet, though.
Not a lot of carriages here, I gotta say.
Not here.
All right. All right. I have no idea what I'll call this episode. We'll find out.
And I thought leaving my home in disgrace was tough.
Just some wacky adventures. This one.
All right. You're gonna head up toward the Ettermath Orchard. All right. You cross town and you see those soldiers are all waiting outside of Townmaster's Hall.
Ishar waves at him.
Yeah, they'll give you a little bit of nod. They're not being, they're not ignoring you. They're being polite to people. They're dealing with their horses. Some of them are brought water and they're brushing out their horses and whatever. The rest of you cross over town and you cross past Sister Gariel's home, heading up toward the Ettermath Orchard. As you do so, you see that Sister Gariel is sitting on the stoop and she's talking to this Ettermath person, and she's like, well, I just need to know the shrine. There's the shrine of Cyrus nearby. Well, now you know what, that brings me a good point. Back in the day, the shrines they were arcane wizards and they would know about divinate. Well, right. So what I want to know is, where is the shrine of Cyrus near here? Well, there's a lot of those shrines, and she's trying to pick this guy's brain, but he's just kind of meandering all over the place. And she looks over at you, and as you're approaching, she says, "Hemo." She seems like you brings you a reprieve. We're having a conversation, and maybe you all can help.
Of course. Yeah, we're great at conversations. All 5 of us.
Yeah,
We are fantastic at conversations.
If I remember right, about last time I spoke to y'all, we were having a conversation about what was that?
We were talking about shrines.
No,
No,
don't
that
think
was
that
not
was it. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure we weren't talking about shrines. But on the other hand, when we talk about
There was
shrines,
a well, the old owl well.
oh right, the old owl well. There's undead up there wandering out.
We saw them.
I was wandering up there and I saw those undead. They were just standing around, picking the noses, just lingering around. And I'm like, what
Ishar's
the
looking
hell?
around like amazed. We saw them too.
What the hell was they all doing up there? So anyways, I just decided I'd just skip all that because I wasn't going to go there and talk to them. So I just walked through the valley, and I was walking through that valley. And
What
then,
do you think of the orcs?
What valley were you walking through?
I was walking to the valley near the shrine of Cerberus. And now, when I was there, I walked past there and I decided, hey, I shouldn't walk through there because those valley had themselves some hobgoblins. And I'm like, I'm not going to deal with no hobgoblins at my age. So I said, there's undead to my left.
Where were those hobgoblins?
Well, sir, there's been the stare by the shrine of Cerberus. Now, let me tell you about the shrine of Cerberus. That's an old.
Where was
Please
it
do.
about that away? Just like points sort of to the east, sort of towards where that well was. Was it that away? The valley with the hobgoblins and the shrine of
the shrine of Cerberus. That thing there is northwest of where you'd find that there old owl well within the vale. That's where you're going to find that. And let me tell you something. Those hobgoblins sure did not look polite one bit.
No. What about the vale?
Well, where's the vale?
The valley.
Yeah, the valley with the
Where the shrine is. Aren't you listening?
Northwest of the well with the wizard of Thay. That does
He's
not.
just gonna have. We're just. I just.
And
I guess
Sister
we're
Gail,
just
so wait a minute. You're telling me she stops and she looks over at Darren. She goes, "You're telling me that the Shrine of Cyrus is northwest of the old owl well?" He goes, "Well, I don't remember saying anything of that sort. If I remember what we were talking about short swords last time, and we were talking about using it.
Those zombies did not attack us.
What do you think of the orcs?
The orcs. What about those orcs?
Yes,
Hey.
what about them? Do you have stories? What stories do you have of the orcs?
Well, let me tell you about long ago when the orcs took over and destroyed all of Phandalin.
Can we fast forward just a little bit? Recently, Mr.
He just keeps talking.
The sun begins slowly descend. No.
Well, that's fine for most of us.
All right, he goes on a long tirade about the Many Arrows tribe, and how the Many Arrows tribe had once swapped across the land, destroying Phandalin, destroying the Wave Echo Caves, so much that the Wave Echo Caves had to be collapsed to save the powers within, and how it is the orcs themselves that had caused all this destruction, and only now, when they're trying to rebuild Phandalin, that these orcs suddenly emerge again. They are in the Wyvern Tor. You can find them in the Wyvern Tor if you want to go up there. I hear the town master's looking for a way to take care of them. Now he offering like 200 to 300 gold.
They do not need to be taken care of. They need to be left alone.
I think that ship has sailed.
Well, left
Town master
them left
doesn't seem
alone.
to
That ain't gonna make you no
us.
gold, son.
Pay us.
But the orcs are not. They think this is their territory.
Well, of course they do. They're orcs. They think everything's they smell it and it's theirs.
I would say that humans are very similar in this regard.
Well,
We
son.
see it. You see it and think it is yours.
Well, son, I'd argue with you, except for that's true. Now here's the
Guilty as charged.
here's the difference, my copper, mostly copper lover friend.
He winks at him awkwardly.
He says, there's a difference. The difference is that this here land belongs to Neverwinter and to the Lord's Alliance guilds and to Waterdeep. So this here land is not belong to the orcs.
The Lord's Alliance. Did you see them?
Oh, you mean that parade that came dancing through here a few hours ago?
Yes, with their banners.
Yes, I saw them. You know what? They didn't even once think to come talk to me.
Not yet. We might send them your way. Would you talk to them?
Well, sure, son. I got plenty of stories. You bring them over here, we'll have ourselves a
What
good
is your
old time.
opinion on the red brand?
The red brand, they sure got their comeuppance, didn't they?
They did.
Oh,
Do you know
yes,
who
they
did that?
Well, I'm guessing it would be you since you happen to be wearing some of their cloaks.
You're damn right. Who did that?
All right, then. Well, so did you want to have a conversation about these short swords and what they can do to those red men? Because I can give you a demonstration.
Yes.
All right.
But
What are the rest of you guys going to do? He said this Ettermath seems like he will sit here and talk continuously all day.
He
about
promised a
nonsense.
demonstration about short swords. Who does not want to see this?
I'm just saying,
Him,
sending the
Emo
guards.
and I have a gig.
Yeah, sending the guards here seems like the best way for us to actually be able to leave town. You can go for, like you said, go for days. We'll be fine.
yeah.
All right. So now that you have been talking with Ettermath, and you seem to have the information that he has talked about where he thinks that the shrine is, what are you going to do? You have the problem of this captain who doesn't want you to leave. You also have that problem that if you want to eventually make it up to Thunder Tree, you'll probably have to figure out a way to get out of this too.
We need to go to the shrine now. We are ready.
Gariel agrees. She goes, I think we-
Gotta,
So, Gariel, you need to talk to this captain if he comes looking for us and say we will be back.
No, we cannot leave. I said we would not leave.
can we
Go talk to him
clear
now.
our names somehow? Can we?
Let's talk to the captain now. He
This
must be
captain
done with
seems
the
like a
town
good
master.
man. We can talk to him.
He couldn't have talked to town master this whole time.
You've
What if
seen him. He talks too much.
do we? It doesn't seem like he's doing Lord's Alliance stuff, but does that Ettermath guy? Have we left him yet?
I'm assuming you're nearby him.
Yeah.
But so Lord, you know that Ettermath is a member of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Do we think he's on the level with the Lord's Alliance? Maybe we just ask him about that. I mean, I thought he was. Didn't he say he was involved with them at some point?
Yeah, he does. So you know that the Order of the Gauntlet is composed of faithful and vigilant seekers of justice who protect others from the different evildoers. The organization is honorable, vigilant, and zealous. Clerics, monks, and paladins of good alignment often join their cause.
That's the gauntlet.
Yeah,
And the Lord's Alliance is just the loose kind of confederacy of the
Of
towns.
right.
Three
The Lord's
cities, right?
yeah, the Lord's Alliance is more like a confederacy of different groups that have kind of agreed
Oh, okay.
to work together.
So they're just, the Lord's Alliance is just kind of governmental, while,
Yeah, basically a peacekeeping force.
yeah, like medieval NATO.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty good.
That's, yeah,
pretty good.
That's it.
Okay.
So they maybe might not listen to the ramblings of an old man from a secret organization of semi-secret organization of do-gooders.
No, but I will say, give me a history roll. I can give you some information if you want.
Yashar would definitely know.
Hemo doesn't know anything about this history.
13.
Let's see here. I got 19.
All right. If you had 15 or higher,
That'd be the 19.
all right. One thing that you know, being from Triboar and being well versed in the different areas of the world, you know that the Order of the Gauntlet is actually been serving as alongside many of these different types of organizations, including many activities that happen and stem from Neverwinter. They've worked with the Harpers, and they've worked with Waterdeep and all types of places like that. So they are in many ways in good standing with many of these groups.
Okay.
And you know that this Darren appears to have been a member of this Order of the Gauntlet. Now, he's an older gentleman, so you don't know if he's still active or what. He seems to spend a lot of time sitting on this porch.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows a lot of things.
And he's not afraid to tell it to people.
Oh, no.
Very clearly.
It takes time to
The
mine
problem,
the well.
the problem is getting him to direct what he's saying and to get him to shut up. So what would you like to do?
Like,
It's evening, right?
Yeah, no, it's not. But it's just in the afternoon, and
Oh,
Gariel's
you were
and
joking,
Gariel's
maybe?
is with you, and she is standing next to you as you guys are discussing this, just outside of earshot of Addermath. You can hear
Sister
if you
Gariel,
if you're quiet down, you can hear in a distance. Well, you know now. Once okay, go ahead. What are you gonna say, Emo?
Sister Gariel, Edermath on his own isn't going to sway any of the Lord's Alliance, but perhaps with you and him and some of the townsfolk who really knew what happened at the Sleeping Giant, who could vouch for us. If you could clear our names, we'd be free to go find the shrine, and there wouldn't be any trouble waiting for us when we get back.
Yes.
She thinks about it and she goes, I can try to get Darren to speak with the captain. I haven't really met this captain yet.
That guy, Darren, the one who's babbling.
Yeah. I can have him talk on behalf of the Order of the Gauntlet. And I can speak to the captain. Now I can't reveal that I'm from the Harpers. So
Just have him talk. He will talk until we get back. So he's good.
What of
He even knows we're
oh
gone.
gosh, it's been so long, but what of Thel's wife?
And
you know
and-
that Thel's wife has been staying with Halia. Now, Halia is the ogre who is in charge of the miners' exchange. That's the last you knew. Now, of course, you've been out of town for almost a week there.
Did Thel's wife not witness us battling the Red Brands? Would she be a witness? Could she?
She is an eyewitness.
Yeah, so she definitely can talk about it. And Sister Gariel obviously was taken captive. Now, you
Yeah.
know, but they didn't know that they were probably being captured because they might have been, according to Grista, they might have been trying to take them and sell them as slave victims.
Plus, they knew where the wand was.
And if
Because Grista has told you that. Grista said that the Red Brands were taking people from Phandalin to sell them into slavery.
They seem to take business as too.
All right.
Um,
So what are you guys gonna do?
Just as a question, has like the town master, has he kind of been trying to link me in with the rest of the crew here?
You don't think so? You don't think he even
so.
knows who you are? You
Yeah.
think just from your basic insight, without even have to make a roll, you kind of feel like the town master will probably pay you no mind until you seem to get in his way.
Okay. And then I guess like the captain did seem an honorable man. I could give him my word about you all, and maybe he would allow us to leave.
Have
You
you
certainly give him a try. Go give him a talk if you want to. It's your choice.
do you have any sway with the Lord's Alliance? Any official capacity?
No official capacity. I was just speaking to him man to man, as it were. I have no sway with him.
Let us talk to Lenina on our way over there
Over to
to
are
the
we, are we
townmaster's hall.
ah,
We can give it a shot.
Okay.
Um,
You're gonna head over to Lenine's.
Yes.
Lenine's at the Lion
where,
Shield coaster.
Where, dang it, the guy that was murdered,
Yeah.
Val.
Bell's family.
Yeah.
Val's
Should we-
family is actually at Halia's, which is
Should
at
we stop by Halia? Should we stop by Halia's and see if Fell's family is there?
So
on the
I
way to
think what you want to do is you want to gather other people in town who sort of
Yeah.
help witness.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
the
Building a
Your
panel of
witnesses.
witnesses.
so
Not a
what I
mob.
want
We
you to
just want a
do is-
crowd.
I want one person to be in charge.
No pitchforks.
I want you to roll me a persuasion roll with advantage. One of you.
I can do that.
Who's good
Uh,
at this? Because otherwise it's going to be Gashar, and you don't want him doing it.
X
No,
pretty
you don't want-
charismatic.
I kind of like how Gashar's bad charisma is kind of our mouthpiece. It's kind of fun.
That's coming handy.
These guys are not playing around. If
Well,
Who's
Flander-
got that? Who's got
Flanders,
that charisma?
Flanders got it.
Flander, you're our guy.
Yeah.
He's our
Yep.
faith.
All right, go
Good,
give
thank you.
me a roll with advantage.
we
Persuasion.
can't afford
Okay.
a Geshar moment
Give yourself,
with these Lord's
uh,
Alliance
Okay.
soldiers.
Give yourself some bardic
Okay.
inspiration.
You can't do
Persuasion
bardic
with
inspiration. You can't do
advantage.
bardic inspiration
There you
on
go.
this.
22.
There you go.
Okay.
Attaboy.
All right.
That's a bar.
Spend the rest of the afternoon gathering people around town who, such as Thal's wife, who is still in town, such as get Sister Guerra, who was been taken captive, such as Lenine, and talking to Barthens from Barthen's prison. You gather all these people, and as a group, and Connor, yeah. Oh, great. Why do I have to go? Just just go help them out. They helped you out with your
I
7
remember
gold.
you only took your 6 gold pieces. You are honorable.
It was 7 gold. You can't even count.
That's probably true.
Damn.
He doesn't have any coin on him right now. So.
Wow.
All right. And as a group, basically, by the evening, the 30% of the town has jumped and collected in front of the hall of the town master, and they are chanting and yelling in your favor. And finally, the captain comes out. He goes, "Oh, what is going on here?" And the town starts yelling at them that you saved the town and you helped the town out. And the captain begins having a conversation with the town. Now, I would like a diplomacy roll, a persuasion roll to be made by one of you.
He's still getting assisted over there, so still advantage still? Would
Yeah,
that
you can get
help?
advantage. Yep.
Take your advantage, Graham. I mean,
And keep
Flander.
Flander going.
Okay, here we go again. Persuasion, right? Boom. 24.
Nice.
All right.
That's the way to do it.
After a conversation in front of the inn, or in front of the town master's hall, where the half the town has showed up and is in your favor, talking about how great you're and how much of a hero you are. The captain has no choice but to relent, and he declares that you are no longer under investigation, and the town people that are there all begin to cheer. they begin to yell, and they're happy. And the captain says, and there will be no more wearing of these red brand cloaks in town. He looks over at
not even a clasp.
These are spoils of war. You may take them, and Gashar will pull his out of his bag and we'll hand it. We collected it from the from the
right,
whatever they call it.
Because clearly, yeah, he clearly, as the
manor.
town has yelled about it, Fell's wife has
Yep.
talked about, and his
manor.
kids are there, the
Yep.
manor and everything else.
If
and,
you go to the manor, the skeletons will get you unless you are wearing this.
yeah, he takes that under advisement for sure. You managed to
Finnis.
give him,
Oh,
managed to give him all your
Finnis will
stuff.
give his up.
All right, he takes the
No,
cloaks from you.
Sir, with respect, who is telling you we were part of the Red Brand? And he looks directly at the town master.
And the captain looks over and he goes, well, we need to have a conversation with the town master to see what was going on. Why would you give this? Why would have the town say that you were not part of this? And the town master says you were.
And what does he have to gain? He's in Draconic. He
Yeah.
adds that. And what does he have to gain? Such as selling other people's property, such as the inn.
The town master says, as soon as you talk in that in Draconic,
Yep.
the town master goes, see, they don't even speak in our language. They speak in their codes. You wouldn't even trust out all of them. No, if you wish to believe them, that is your choice. Fine, go along your business. But should you come back in our town, you will pay your taxes like everyone else.
Through violence.
What do you mean? I
And
am
murder.
the town master, and you may address me as so, sir.
Are you complicit in the murder of Fel?
There's no murders now.
He still denies it.
Tell that to his wife, who's here.
There's an
my
eyewitness.
husband was murdered. My dad was murdered in the street. Everyone just calm down.
Captain, I implore you to investigate. There was an eyewitness in town, a woman. She may not wish to speak publicly. You may have to be quiet
Oh,
with her.
Why? And
Investigate.
the captain says, well, let me ask you this question.
Very good. You just killed her right now. You just killed her.
Let me ask you this question. Is there anything more you need for now from me? We're going to, that I'm going to talk to the town master and see what is happening. In the meantime, you're free to go now. But
our business here is to help the town. Yes, we're not from here, but we were hired to help, and help we will. Let us leave town.
You already said we
To-
can go. Wave is literally fuming. There is literal smoke coming off of her. As she's sitting there patiently tapping her foot. Let us go.
Thank
This
you.
town.
he tells the people, thank you for coming forth and standing by your citizens. We at the Lord's Alliance took that into great consideration. We are trying to make sure that your town remains safe. And then
As are we.
Arvin walks up and, yes, we work together, won't we? We'll make sure you're all safe.
Okay.
Oh, wait for it.
Sure.
So Gashar
Sure
said,
thing, Harbin.
"We'll step down. Go back up.
All right. I want everyone to give me a spot roll as you leave.
Hemo got a 14.
20.
All right.
Seventeen.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Finnis, as you're walking away from there, from the town hall, and the group is sort of disbanding in all different directions, you can see a small cat limping.
Oh.
Small cat limping.
Yeah.
In what
White
direction?
cat. He said he's walking next to the road, kind of heading north. And he seems to
Harbin
have a
hurt the
limp.
cat.
White cat with little brown stripes. Little
Yeah, is it the same cat that we saw him trying to get out of the bush?
Yeah, you think it is.
He was also hissing at him.
Kicked back through the door. Hey, don't mess with cats.
You should go give him a snack. He'll be your friend.
Yeah, I'll kind of like walk past the cat and pop a cure wounds as we go by.
All right, you're gonna cure wounds of the cat.
Mhm.
You do that. You reach over and you kind of pet the cat and cure him. The cat leans, kind of rubs his face up against your shin. His tail kind of wraps around your shin. Yeah, you heal the cat up, it hangs out with you and just kind of like does a bunch of cat stuff around your feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just
Bats around a little.
All right, and when you
Your
stand up
friend.
to walk, it begins following you.
Perfect.
Is this the druid? I eye the cat suspiciously.
Hi, cat.
All right.
Like it has a weirdly high voice.
No, it does. It doesn't answer back to you. You can go and touch the cat. The cat's very happy to see you. All right, where are you guys gonna go?
To the northwest of the old owl mine.
It's later in the evening. Do you want to leave now?
We should travel at night.
Okay, you're welcome to travel anytime you want.
The rest of us would very much like to sleep, Geshar.
You slept all day.
Yes.
Well,
It's like
that was
I was being arrested exhausting for you, Emo.
a little. Yeah.
Where are your swords?
They appear in his hands. Oh, I'm always ready. I just
Then let's go.
Let's go.
All right, as you begin walking out of town, you see the village and people, half the people, good number of people start waving to you as you're walking by.
will be back.
Sister Gariel walks with you. She says, I don't know where this journal is going to be in this shrine of Savras, but it's going to be very important for the Harpers. So please be careful.
Do you have your Harper's weapons?
She says, I don't have very many weapons.
How do you defend yourself?
She gets lucky.
Ha. Good point.
Luck is a superpower. She smiles at
He
you.
just sort of
Done
says,
well so
good
far.
point.
She smiles at you. She goes, I'll be waiting here for you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, I thought you were coming with. You can stay. That is fine too.
All right. With that, you're
she's
heading up
she's
you're
a
heading-
healer. She's got things to do.
you're gonna head up the Triboar Trail.
Yes.
All right. You
She doesn't come with.
she doesn't come with you, no.
I just love the subtle
Shade of like, I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah,
You don't have
you don't
to.
have to come with. If you
Good.
don't wanna. I mean, if you're not like up for it or whatever, it's fine. Cool.
All right, you begin walking up the Triboar Trail. There is all 6 of you or 7 of you are walking up the Triboar Trail. So there's the 2 soldiers. Yeah, we have you have the Paladin, you have Waif, you have the monk, you have this cat. All
Perfect.
7 of you are walking up the Triboar
There's a
Trail.
cat.
And orc,
Why is this thing following us?
I guess.
Because you fed it.
No, you
I
healed
didn't
it.
feed it
healed it.
anything.
Same difference.
Kishar is dropping little snacks on the road.
Geshar,
You
we're
look back and
supposed to like, I don't know, hunt birds or whatever.
it jumps on the little thing you drop and it nibbles on it. And then it kind of follows you along. It's like prancing. Its tail is going.
Well, that thing's hardly an adventurer.
You'll see.
Let us go.
All right. You begin walking down the Triboar Trail. It doesn't take long till the long shadows lead into the night, and you're starting to actually get a little bit fatigued, a little tired by the time you reach the Triboar Trail itself. It's about 10 miles of walking up the Triboar, up the road from Phandalin. So it gets late. It's a middle of the night when you kind of reach that point.
I'm still feeling like I've got energy. How about you guys? He's awkwardly trying to get everybody to sort of keep going for maybe a couple more hours. Eh? What do you think?
No more.
You all can see it in the dark, yes?
Now you're running into a little.
Seeing's not the problem.
This isn't far from the place where you camped, where you had the beetle problem.
Yes, what about those
Beetles.
beetles? We should perhaps keep going.
We must. I do not want to be sick again. We should keep pressing on.
We are stronger at night anyways.
Keep saying that. I don't
You-
know if that's true.
See
You make a perfect diversion, Eckankar.
Hemo uses his dancing lights cantrip and deftly tosses a few glowing balls of light and will toss one towards Eckankar. Here, if you need, I can just have this thing follow you and it like floats around your head. I can control this thing at like
Is it
120 feet, I believe. So as long as we're hiking, I can have it follow you and light your way.
Would greatly appreciate that. I was barely able to make it here.
Well, not everyone has elvish eyes or tieflings or looks around the party.
I think I might be the odd one out.
Yeah, even Gashar can see now.
All right. I'll change the map real quick. All right. So as you can see on the map, you are emerging from Phandalin and have emerged out into the main road. So you're heading up this way. All right. You're going to travel up the Triboar Trail for about a day or so, a day and a half. It is now getting near dusk, and you find yourself up around this area. Right, we're about there. You know that you've been told that according to this, to Darren or I'm gonna get his name right. So you know, according to Duran, that it's going to be. He said it was northwest of the Owl Well. So it's going to be somewhere in this area, wherever that is. Now you remember that you came up through this area, so it probably cannot be right here. It has to be probably more west than that. So are you going to try to scout that out at night and look for it?
Yes.
All right.
How much light does the dancing light give? Because
it's a torch, essentially. It's not super far. It's like, I think 60 feet.
So I think if we're going to be scouting, maybe I should just do without the light for right now for like just visibility reasons of people seeing us.
Yeah, I think even our dark vision is limited by distance, right? It would benefit even the elves and stuff to scout during the day.
Well, is there any light from moon or star right now?
Let me find out.
I see fine.
Up to what, like 120 or something?
120 feet, yeah.
It is bright.
Good.
It is a bright full moon.
Perfect.
Okay.
Lycanthropes. Well,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. So I should be fine.
Everyone shush. There might be werewolves. Are there werewolves? Do we hear werewolves?
Give me a perception roll.
Because we're talking about lycanthropes. You never know. That's a performance. That's a perception. That's a 9.
Yeah. All right. You don't hear any lycanthropes, but you do feel a cat rubbing on your leg.
Swords appear in Hemo's hand for a second. Whoa. Oh. Why? Is this yours now, Finnis? He like pushes it away with his foot.
It appears it is hanging with us for now.
Don't worry, it'll keep the creepers away.
All right. So what did you guys decide to do? You're going to wait till the day to scout this out, or are you going to go tonight?
Hemo wants to wait for the day, and it's not just because he would like to have a nap.
Kashar would like to go tonight because we can see just fine. It's moonlit.
Yeah, I think Ek is ready to go tonight. As long as he's not the one scouting so much.
Hemo's literally yawning over there.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's so tiring.
What do the rest of you guys think? Finnis and Flander and the cat?
I could stand to look around a bit.
Finnis will hang out with the cat
All right.
during a watch, but
Well, that was the question. Do you want to go now or do you want to rest and go during the daylight?
Finnis doesn't care either way.
Hmm.
Oh, All right. Hemo will use his dancing lights to sort of help sweep the ground with the party. He sort of tosses them around lazily.
All right,
Just
give
to-
me a survival roll. Whoever is leading this group into the dark.
What even is my survival? Bad.
I
Real
can.
bad.
I have a survival.
Wait, how do you? Oh,
It wasn't good.
Why is it not so good?
What'd you roll?
8.
I mean, Hemo can help with his lights, right? That's something.
it's bright moonlight. What do you need more lights for?
All right, you wander the foothills for about 3 hours,
Oh,
wandering around, looking in various spots. And it isn't until about 3 hours later that you can spot a strange, barely visible outline of a set of probably old building that is in a vale. This building runs about 100 feet wide, almost like in a T shape. You can see it down in the vale with a kind of a pitched roof and 2 smaller pitched roofs on the side. And it is surrounded by a wall, but part of the wall looks like it's sort of crumbling a little bit in the back. So as you're coming at it kind of from the north, you can see to the east, there's a wall. To the west, you can see part of the wall slightly crumbled. And then there's this T-shaped kind of building in the center. That's what you can see in the barely the glint of the moonlight. You're just kind of seeing the bare outlets. You just see nothing moving in there, but you do see this in the distance.
The dancing lights form a medium humanoid and point towards the towards the thing.
You point.
There it is. You found it.
Very good.
All right, you are about 2 miles away from it, but it's in a vale, so you can kind of see it down below. What do you want to do?
Let us go.
All right. You head down toward the suspected shrine. As you get within, as you get within the about 200 feet, as you duck down in the vale, the moonlight barely touches the tips of this, and you're not gonna be able to see much. Give me a spot roll.
All of us?
Of course, when you get within dark vision range, you'll start seeing things, but
I already said about 200 feet away.
yeah.
I keep clicking performance. I'm sorry. I got an 11 perception.
But he's
23.
dancing while he does it.
Oof.
All right, what's the perception rolls you guys got?
3,
Cameron got,
Finnis got a whole
23.
23.
23,
15.
All right, so who got a 23?
and a 19.
Finnis.
All right,
X
Finnis.
got a 19, but I have dark.
Finish. You can see as you look to the south, you're coming from the north to the south. You can see on the eastern northern tower, there's a little bit of movement up there. You saw something moving there.
I'll signal to the rest of the party. We may have company in the tower.
Now these walls look pretty beaten up where they're at right now, and you can't make out any decent shapes. You know, you're too far away and it's dark, but you do see something kind of just some movement happening up on the top of there. What are you guys gonna do? You're 200 feet away from it right now.
It's 200 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we can use our lit up little bait. Looks at
The full plate bait.
The
yes, full plate
the,
bait. Love it.
the dancing lights about. I can move it up to 120 feet away, but they all have to be together to look vaguely humanoid. So I think that's what I'll do. The lights turn into as the shape of a humanoid. Do a cartwheel and a back handspring until Hemo goes, "Oh yeah," and the thing will walk ahead of us.
Okay.
doing a
Have it
very-
hide behind a tree.
So you're kind of like you have this illuminated kind of humanoid shape that's kind of walking in front of you.
Yeah, it looks like a glowing figure walking
the
ahead of us
terrain?
at about
Okay.
50, 60 feet.
This
Okay.
the terrain is relatively flat here. So you're kind of coming in a vale. It's relatively flat, and it's all around you. It's kind of like if this is in the center of a vale all around you. So it's slightly grassy, but other than that, not much else. There's no trees or anything like that.
there's no tree.
It's
So we can fan out.
You can fan out, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it says
I
that
know.
each light
You have
only
flying
sheds
V.
dim light in 10-foot radius. So would these not illuminate us at all?
No, but it is a really good target.
Yeah. So I think
Those-
I'm gonna have it approach. Once we get within 100 feet of the tower, I'm gonna have it approach, just like skipping and dancing its way up to the tower.
Okay, you get to 100 feet and you can certainly send it forward if you want. What you
Yeah.
see is you can see the edge of this tower. Now, the tree line itself is about 250 or so feet across. There are two towers. There is what remains of a gatehouse, but the gatehouse looks very bad shape. And part of the wall that you can see on the western side in the front for about 10 feet has been crumbled down, so much so that you might be able to just walk right through it.
So I will walk beside Eck since he doesn't have
Yeah.
like light
Okay.
and kind of guide him to keep him from
Mhm.
like stumbling too much.
Okay. Yep. Yep. You can kind of help him out a little bit. I mean, it's fairly flat, but not entirely uneven.
It's a field.
Right. Yeah. So you're gonna have
walk
a little
across
bit
the field. Oh.
right. So you're gonna have every once in a while, like just that little slump. You're whoa.
So it's the Renaissance Festival parking lot.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
no.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
At night.
Oh.
At
That's
night.
just twisted ankle city, man.
So
So
it's an ankle waiting to happen. All
that,
right.
that's
walking
what
on
I'm
a
seeing.
minefield.
Is that kind of terrain.
Right. Okay. So you get within 100 feet and you said you're going to send that light source forward, dancing.
yeah, I'll have the light source walk forward.
Give me a perform
towards the
roll, please.
Nice.
tower.
There you go.
Now you can hit it. Actually,
Oh,
What'd you roll?
Well, this time.
4.
Okay. That the light is moving forward. It's a mass of globule thing. Kind of
yeah,
looks.
it says vaguely humanoid.
Yeah. It kind of just
Just
kind
can't
of
revolution.
shapes and moves forward.
Maybe slightly
Um,
less humanoid this time.
Yep.
It's doing the thriller dance.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's not the right
you can move it
steps.
up to that. You're gonna move it up to the gatehouse, or what are you gonna move it to?
Yeah, I'll basically just have it waltz right up to the front door of this place.
All right. Now the door itself is definitely gone. There is a gatehouse. The gate there is, if there is a gate there, you're so far away, it's hard to tell. Is this an opening? Beyond the gate, as you bring your light source up to the gatehouse, you can see beyond it about through 25 or 30 feet behind it is probably some kind of a portcullis or a gate beyond that inside the gatehouse in the backside. But the front, there's nothing, like you can walk right up to it.
Hmm.
The walls here are badly crumbled. They're about 15 or 20 feet high, but for the most part, they're just like, you're afraid by climbing up it. You don't know if it's going to even collapse.
How tall are the halfway collapsed walls?
They're between 15 and 20 feet tall. The towers rise up a little bit higher than that, but again, they're not much. They look very dangerous too. They would be very precarious to climb across if you're on them.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
So no.
Yeah, if
No response.
nothing happens, Hemo's gonna drop concentration on the dancing lights and
Right, the dancing
fight
lights.
with everybody else.
Dancing lights going within a minute or so, your night vision sort of restores from the light being out there, and you can see this long field. Now you have since seen no movement in that tower, but Finnis, you're pretty sure you saw something there a couple minutes ago.
Move carefully, but press on.
Can't you? He looks up at Eck. Not that you can see her looking up at you, but can't you do your detect thing? What do you detect?
Yes. Okay. Let me. Yes, you're right.
You said you could
Okay.
sense things.
So let me pull that up. Oh. Yeah. So I will cast the divine sense. So anything within 60 feet of me, where we are right now, anything undead or things along that, I'll be able to sense.
So what exactly can you sense? Undead, demons, devils, that kind of stuff?
Right now it's only undead.
Okay. So sensing undead.
I'm
So
sorry, celestials and fiends as well.
Celestials and fiends as well.
There's a big
All right.
bright
So
spot
you're,
right next
you're
to you.
surrounded. No, I'm teasing.
It's the cat.
You're not technically a fiend.
Yeah, the cat is actually God.
Is the cat glowing?
No, the cat's not glowing.
Yeah, it doesn't-
I'm a celestial.
Yeah. So you have a celestial, you have a waif who I think might be a fiend. You
That's
have,
fiendish.
you have a Gashar, which we haven't determined yet if he shows up as a celestial or fiend, or undead.
Mhm.
Oh, it's probably.
I have the
undead.
half
He doesn't
Secret
get it.
necromancer.
He might be on.
I have Fey ancestry.
Demi shade template.
Fey ancestry.
Yeah.
Shades undead.
They are,
Just
but
like you
they're
guys are a
not.
bunch of weirdos.
Perfect.
Jesus.
Okay. So
Listen
what do you
here,
guys?
human man.
You are
I'm just an elf. I
That's
just come
only-
from the woods.
But you said it was only like 60 feet though, right? So how
Yeah,
far
it's
away-
only within 60 feet of like
we
a.
need to move up, guys. Let's
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
How can you keep doing this? Is this something you can?
Yes, I
Keep
can.
going.
I can continue to do this a short while, not too long though.
Let us
So I-
move.
all right. You move forward, and let me know if you're not going to. But you're moving forward. You get to within 60 feet, and then you move another 20 feet forward. And when you do, you can see some movement again in that tower. Finnis, you actually glanced up, and with the echo of the moonlight, you're kind of like underneath in the dark shaded areas. You can see the moon dancing, the moonlight crissing across the top edges of the tower. You can see a little movement up in that tower. What are you guys gonna do?
Is there a way for me to make an insight check to see if they might have spotted us? We might
Well,
be in
you
their
think
sights?
We did walk
you
up.
think
with
that
Positioning
we-
themselves in the tower at all?
you think you had a glowing man
Yeah.
walk up to this. So if there's anybody in there, your insight tells you that they probably saw the glowing man. That now that you've moved right up to the front gate, if they had been watching you in any way, like ever, they probably know that you're there.
Gashar
And it
calls-
didn't
we'll call
register
out.
as any of those subtypes, right?
You haven't registered anything at that from the main group itself.
Who's there?
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the
Hail
map
and
up.
well met.
I'm going to bring a map up. You're going to be off the map because you're actually outside of the range of the map, but I'll bring it up. Okay.
Fair.
Alright.
You see that there is a hobgoblin right there. And as you approach, as you come running up, you have to barely at the edge of your vision. We're going to roll for initiative.
Hey,
Got a 17.
Nice. So Eckankar got a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Finnis, what do you get?
Finnis is rolling 11.
Nice. Hemo,
14.
Flander,
5.
Gashar,
16.
and Wave.
7.
7. Okay. And I have to roll mine, but I have to know what my initiative roll options are. All right. I have Goblin. I have a +1. Okay. Oh, I didn't roll pretty bad. In fact, I actually won initiative. Unbelievable.
What?
Right. All right. You see, as he sees you run up, this creature, this hobgoblin, decides, nope, I'm not going to stand here and get shot by you running through here. So it's going to move. And it moves into the darkness.
Okay.
All right. That's what it's going to do on its turn. Following that is Eckankar.
Okay, so 30. I guess I can just only get. Yeah, he's gonna just run up, get to as far as he can go here.
Is that difficult terrain?
It is considered
Oh,
difficult
yeah.
terrain in there. Yes. Thanks. for-
Okay, so then I guess that would be a double movement to get in there doing that. But I think that's what he would do anyway, is just get in the way.
Sure. Let me reveal more of the area. And get a little bit more of what you can see.
Then if you're double moving, you should have what, like 20 more feet left if you'd like to move further.
I don't think I'm going to just yet. Like, I don't want to, I want this wall as some sort of backing. Like, I don't want like just to be out in this open.
Perfect. Gashar, it's your turn. I know that you can move a crap ton.
Must be a
quicker.
wiser fighter than Hemo is.
You can keep moving. She's already going that
Because
direction.
Hemo's gonna go right in.
Hey, Hemo, do you still have your dancing lights going?
No, he's gonna maintain concentration on it until the party gets through the wall.
Got it.
And
Thank
they
you.
were up here on this side and on the
That's where you
northeast side?
saw the movement where something had shot at you.
He's hoping it keeps that archer pinned down.
Hmm.
So he's going to continue to spin them around that point, like he's
Perfect.
trying
Okay,
to
So what are you doing,
eliminate the
Kishar?
others.
All right, Kashar is going to try to jump up onto the wall here. What I'd like to do is use his he's going to do Step of the Wind as a dash action,
All right.
which allows him to move. Let's see here. Basically, it does a dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay, and and his jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Great.
I'd like to, since this is not just a straight flat wall, it's sort of terrain,
Yep.
rubble, if you will.
Yep.
And he's got mobile, which when using his dash action, his difficult terrain doesn't cost any extra movement.
Sure. That
He's
doesn't give you a climb speed, right?
No, it doesn't, but he's exceptionally speedy and agile. My
Sure.
question to you is, can you use his acrobatics to
Absolutely.
roll an acrobatics to nimbly get up the
No
20
problem.
feet versus what he would maybe normally be able to get to maybe only 15?
Yep. No, I think that's fine. Go, give me a roll.
All right, giving you a roll for acrobatics.
Okay, Jackie Chan, go parkour.
I know, right?
This is fun. This is fun.
Ooh, we got a 9.
9. All right. Here's what's happened. You kind of run up there. Unfortunately, you kind of slip halfway through. You are now 10 feet up the wall. You ran all the way up there, 10 feet up the wall.
Grabs a hold of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But
All
you
right.
did a dash action,
That was
right?
his dash.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was his bonus action.
That's just your bonus action. That's
Yep.
what you've done. That's now you
All
can
right.
keep moving up if you want.
Yeah, he will climb then.
And then you can get to the top so that you're 10 feet up, right?
Right.
So that's 10 feet. Then you're at 10 feet movement right there. You're going to
I'll
see
mark off
a,
my key point for doing the Step of the Wind there.
see a hobgoblin sitting there. He's ducked down behind the parapets, but but when you jump around there, he sees you and he looks over at you. He has a bow in his hand, but he hasn't taken any action yet.
He didn't
He's-
have
he
a
sees you.
ready to action. for
No, he didn't have a
fire.
ready action. He's more like he was hiding. He was doing the hide action. So that's what he was doing.
Sure.
So, but you can see it now. Now
Right.
you've moved 10 feet. You've used your bonus action. So
Can I
far.
see
What
anything
else?
further to the
Yeah.
east or
Let me
south?
go ahead and draw that area out for you.
He'll get to the top and he takes his bearing quickly, but he's gonna move over to that.
What is your,
hobgoblin.
I think this is
60
about
feet,
right.
60 feet dark
I'm
vision.
going to roughly guess what your sight is, it's fine. That's what you see.
Any obvious threats?
Well,
immediately
obviously that archer,
without searching. And there's no other.
there's an archer there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll continue his movement. So 10, 20 to here.
Yep.
And then I think he's just gonna try to shove him off the wall.
Sounds good. Give him a shove. It's a contest of athletics, right?
It is, yeah. And he can use, unfortunately, I only get to use athletics, but he can use athletics or acrobatics. We'll see.
So I'm going to check
that
mine.
works.
The hobgoblins, I think, are fairly strong. They have a +1 for their strength.
Actually, no, I already said I was gonna do it. We'll just try it. He tries to shove him off.
All right. I have a 17.
He blocks me.
Yeah.
That was
So
that
you
was
kind
a
of hit,
nine.
you got to run up and try to hit him with your quarterstaff in your
Yep.
hand. He is really heavy. Yeah. He's wearing heavy armor. I mean, medium armor, I think. I believe it is scale armor. Could be chainmail. Chainmail armor. And he has
blocks me
a
pretty easily.
shield next to him and he has a bow in his hand.
All right,
So you kind of run up on him. All right. Gashar,
there we go.
done. That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, what are you going to do?
Hemo's going to, let's see.
Who has the light source on?
I put up a thing just so I could see the radius.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's nothing right now.
That is fair.
I guess he's also gonna dash
Perfect.
to make it here. So that's like 40 points, 30 with 10 extra feet of difficult terrain.
Okay.
And he's gonna take the dash action and rush in.
Okay. Let me reveal what you see.
Oh, I see a hobgoblin.
Yep.
There he is.
You also see 2 more, and I'll show you them. You see them there inside the tower. And as you come running around a corner, you can see that clearly see they're moving inside. All right.
This guy outside, is he armed?
He is. He has himself on a sword and shield. And he was the one who ran over beside. He is not readying an action or anything. He's just more like standing there. But you ran around the corner. That's what you did. Is anything else you're going to do?
Well, I still have movement. And a
Take it if you want it.
bonus action because I did action to dash. So I'm going to bonus action to summon both my swords to my hand. And I'm going to step forward
Aha.
menacingly at this hobgoblin.
You do that. Finnis, it is your turn.
Finnis is going to run all the way forward to, I think he can get just to there with
Oh, Eck doesn't
basic
have a label.
movement. And then he'll cast up the spiritual weapon as the bonus action. He'll drop that in the field.
All right, let me give you your spiritual weapon here. There you go. Where are you going to put it?
Okay, I'm just gonna drop it right there because I saw Hemo turn the corner.
Perfect. All right, you've done that. That brings us to Waif.
So for an object interaction,
Okay.
I pick up a stone.
Yep, you can find one pretty easy. Yep.
I cast darkness on it,
Okay. Vroom.
and then
Flander, you are now enveloped in
And then
darkness.
and I'll take an action just to cover it, to cup it.
I don't think you can do that.
Yes, you can.
Darkness? Can you?
Mhm.
Can it be blocked
Just
by
like
hand?
light.
Okay,
It
cool.
can be
If it-
blocked
Does
just like
it emanate?
Yeah,
That's
does
fair.
it
It does
emanate
emanate.
from a point?
It does emanate from a point.
That's fair enough. Well, now you've covered in your hands. You have it in your hands. Good to know.
So
Flander,
strange.
your
Flander
turn.
can see. Flander can see right now.
Okay.
Flander, it was a blink of pure darkness, and now it's just dark.
Now it's just dark.
Okay.
Yeah, completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque object blocks the darkness.
That's fair. Go ahead, Flander. What do you got to do?
Okay. I want to move to here. And I'm going to cast my invisible mage hand. And it's going to go up to this guy. He's in range. And start whipping arrows out of his quiver and throwing them over the side of the tower.
Right.
With his mage hand?
Right. I don't think a mage hand can handle items that are considered on somebody's person.
Attended.
Doesn't he have the special one, the ledgered main?
It
mage
doesn't.
hand?
It'll
That has some
allow
extra
him to
spells.
push.
Or pull him.
Allows him to
off
push
of
or
the-
pull.
on the wall.
But I'm pretty sure that you're not allowed to like pick pockets with
The
that.
arcane trickster can
Okay.
pick pockets with their ledger domain.
Right, but that'd be named specifically in your spell.
All right.
right?
I just
Yeah.
saying.
I want to
know
make
that they
sure. Let's get to this. Just double checking it. What's it called?
It's called
Your
telekinetic.
It's a feat.
can. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, no.
Yeah. It's,
The arcane
I
trickster's
guess I
got
can do it.
arcane trickster's tricky though.
Just pull him.
Yeah,
him
but
off.
you could pull him.
The
I don't-
telekinesis is invisible like the trickster's mage hand, but it's not exactly the same, I guess.
it looks like you can like push somebody. That's what you can do, but you
Yeah.
cannot.
I have to be within 5 feet of them, I think, too.
Well, I don't think so. As a bonus action,
No.
you can telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Oh, it doesn't say.
30 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Within
Well,
30.
I guess I can't do that. That was a cool idea, though.
It's a cool idea, but
You can get in position.
if you want to do something else, you are able to do something else. So,
Okay.
Graham, what was Flander like to do?
Okay. I think what Flander would like to do is I think I'll move over to here
All right.
and yeah, I will see if I will cast Bardic Inspiration on Finnis.
Cool. That's a bonus action though, right?
Yep.
So you do have an action as well.
Yeah, I will hold that action for now.
Well, are you going to hold to do something, or if you're going to hold an action, you just got to tell me what that action would be and what the trigger is.
Okay. Okay.
Or you can just wait. That's okay.
Or you could
Okay,
dash.
I'm just
Courtyard.
yeah, I'm gonna wait on that.
Okay, Flander went. That was round refresh. All right.
Mhm.
That hobgoblin is in front of you.
Mhm.
That is sitting with Mr. Oakenheel. He is going to
Mm.
swat at you with his sword.
Bring it
rolled.
on.
I hit you. All right.
Okay.
All right. You're going to take that damage.
Yeah.
I'm no longer telling you what I'm hitting you with because
Understood.
so
Because I have shield.
right. And your armor class is 16, right?
It is 16 now. It went up when I took 2 points of dex.
I'm
Nice.
looking on your character for some of the information. So but if your character or whatever has not been updated correctly, just do let me know. I will say it still. All right. And double checking how much damage I do. I do 1d8 plus 1. He's going to hit you for 5. All right. This guy is going to 5, 10, 15. He runs out to here. He is going to miss you.
Gentlemen.
This one's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here, 30. And he is going to attack you. And he is going to miss you. In fact, as he kind of drew his weapon to hit you, it kind of drags up, hits partially on the ground, and his weapon gets stuck in the earth.
Oh, they're gonna make fun of him later for that one.
Did I
Yeah.
catch you on a slow day, boys?
Right.
Hemo's excited.
Nice. This one here, he's going to grab he's going to grab his shield, drop his bow,
Oh,
and he's going to try to slam you with his shield, like literally take his shield and hit you with it.
The Tyrion special.
I hit armor class 12.
I got a 13 or 14 right now.
Yeah. So you don't think he's proficient with hitting things with a shield?
That's fair.
So he just kind of swat at you. All right. That brings us to Eckankar.
Okay, so he is going to sure. I think he's gonna get he's gonna move right here, so there's room for other people to move in, and he is going to attack that hobgoblin.
All right. Good deal. Run forward. What armor class did you?
15.
That will miss these hobgoblins. You're not
I can add
flanking.
Bardic now, can I? Like I can do it after a roll.
I believe that's
I
fine.
believe so.
Okay. Then I will add Bardic, and it's a D6.
Yes.
Another 5, so a 20 to hit.
That will hit. How much damage do you do this thing?
I do 5 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. That requires me to do math, which does not have me happy. Right. You hit the thing. That is Eckankar. That brings us to Gishar.
All right, I'm going to attack him with my quarterstaff. Don't have anything else in my hand, so two-handed quarterstaff attack. Does 18 hit?
18 will hit.
For
Yes.
11 bludgeoning damage,
11 bludgeoning damage.
followed by a swift kick to the Jimmy with a 19 for 7 more bludgeoning damage.
All right.
The art of the kicking of the nuts.
Exactly. This is what we do. This is the
As you hit it, as you hit this thing, it goes launching off the side as you kick it right in the jimmies.
Yep.
You hit it, boom, you kick it right in the nads. It flips over the parapets and falls to its doom.
He watches him fall down there, and he goes, "I should have done that the first time."
Very
His,
brutal.
his longbow is sitting on the ground next to you. His arrows, unfortunately, are 20 feet down.
Oh,
He's like looking at these things in order. Maybe the bard will have this.
Hemo, what are you going to do?
I wish I got to see that nut kick, but Hemo is busy with 3 others. So
The other nut,
he's gonna get to
Sometimes you
sword
feel like it
fighting.
won't, sometimes you don't.
He's gonna swing at the topmost guy, the one he swung at before, the one he stepped up to first. It's gonna be a 12 to hit on his main hand attack. Probably not gonna do it. And offhand attack for a 9 to hit.
All right, you're swatting at his shield. You're like doing little tap numbers.
Yikes.
Not doing a lot of damage. Hemo swats and taps on a shield, playing revelry maybe. Finnis, it is your turn.
Finnis is going to trudge through to here,
All right.
kind of assess what's going on, and cast Toll the Dead at these bottom 2 goblins that are next to each other.
All right. What is
They
my
both have to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Ooh, I made it. Both of them.
Both of them made it. Okay, well, nothing will happen to him then. And then bonus action, this guy's going to come and take a swing.
All right.
Where is the button? That's a natural 20, so it's going to take 8 plus another 2, so 10 points of damage, force damage.
All right. Your weapon strikes into it with its invisible energy radiance scythe. Just goes down and just kind of cuts it right in half. Its body just falls over. Its guts start spewing out.
Whoa.
Eckankar, you are now splattered on your the front of your outfit, front of your
Not my
armor,
beautiful shining armor.
just spattered with blood.
I can take care of it.
All right, that is finished. That brings us to Waif.
All right. Oh, stupid thing. All right. So I'm just gonna keep the thing cupped.
All right.
She-
How long does that spell last? 1 minute, right?
1 minute.
Okay.
So she can move to there.
Yep. Anything else you want to do?
So she has to do a dash to get through there.
Okay. Waif runs into the heavy terrain. Flander, it is your turn.
You're muted, Graham.
Gonna run to where I just positioned myself. Cast
Yep.
Bane on that one, and that one.
All right, that one's dead, but yeah,
Bravo's
you,
dead.
Well,
No,
that one's
that
dead.
one-
Well,
one
th-
is dead,
then just- these two will be sufficient then.
Bane, it is. I rolled a 20 and a 15 raw run numbers, so I think I made them both, right? Because I think it's a 13.
Probably. Hang on here.
I
Yeah,
can check.
My save is a 14.
Yep. So I made it. I made them both,
Yeah.
which was my raw numbers.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's a wisdom, right? That they could have a -1, but then you still would
Uh,
make it. Yeah, their wisdom is 0.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Flander does that. The round does refresh, and it is now their turn. This hobgoblin here yells out. He cries out.
Pork, pork, pork.
And he speaks, he yells out in Goblin. I don't believe anybody knows Goblin. Eckankar, do you know Goblin?
Nope.
Okay. He cries out in the Goblin tongue, loud. And then both of them are going to attack Hemo.
Does it sound kind of like
I
a
rolled,
lot louder?
he's going to hit you once, Hemo.
I'm gonna take it. I take it.
For max damage 9.
Oh,
Ow.
Okay. That brings us to Eckankar.
Okay. I will move around to here and strike at him.
Can you move one more and get flanking?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, go. You can move around. That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. And then we just do that with the advantage then?
Yeah, no, you get a +2 for flanking in my game.
Okay.
Yeah.
+2. Okay. Do you want me to re-roll or should I just take what
Just
I
keep
already
whatever
rolled?
roll you had is fine.
sad.
All right. Then it would be a 16.
So 16 is not enough. Well, did 16 with the +2?
Yes.
No, with your +2, a 16 is not enough. Their armor class is higher than that.
Okay.
Wow.
Quick
Pretty good.
question on the +2. What does that set up? So it's like a rogue could use their sneak attack.
Yeah,
So technically it's with advantage, but if we're not doing with advantage with the
Flanking.
flanking, will you allow us to use
yeah.
that?
Flanking is considered for me would be the same thing as threatening for a sneak attack. Yeah,
Okay.
but then you only get one
Just
attack with
want
sneak
to
attack,
clarify.
yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's fair. It's something I didn't think about, but you'd think. But yeah, that's right. Okay, so that was Eckankar. That brings us to Gashar.
All right, Gashar wants to basically start running back to where his allies are along the wall here.
Sure, no problem.
Diagonally at first, but then just straight that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like so. Yeah, can you reveal part of that?
I will.
Is he
what
able
would
to
you like?
get
You
on
gotta-
top of the gatehouse?
That's what he's basically. What I'm picturing is that he's going to run, and then there's going to be a 10-foot gap here somewhere, and that he can probably just leap over
Oop, I
that
made the
and keep
wrong-
going. So that's what he's heading is to meet up along.
So you're
the
gonna
top.
run. Okay, when you get to that wall, this is what you're gonna see, and I can
All
just
right.
reveal the rest of that.
Oh, that is not going to be a 10-foot thing I was thinking of.
All right. So what the thing is, you were expecting it to be a 10-foot deal. So what I want you to do is, I just want you to make me a ref save and don't roll lower than 5.
Fair. I can. Nate was expecting that.
Yep,
He's got dark vision 60 feet.
that's fair. Give me a
So-
roll because I like to make people roll stuff.
All right.
Don't roll a 1.
Especially if
It is also-
if it does go up,
Yeah.
and
You said a
he's like
dex
launching
Yeah,
himself
dex
over.
save.
Like,
8.
No problem. So you basically run up like you have an intention of doing something. You're
Yeah.
like, whoa. So you don't have to get caught. You keep going.
All right. So, but it's fair because you would have to kind of get across this little corner bit too. I
Right.
think
Because
he
now
will-
you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I think he will sort of run down here, right?
Mhm.
Across this whole thing
Yeah.
here, come up the corner, and then that's his first move. And then he's going to take a dash.
Yeah.
He should be able to. So basically,
He's gonna jump that.
yeah,
Okay,
and that would
that's
be
fine.
a 10-foot gap, which he
Yep.
can do with his strength.
Yep. That's fine.
To
Good.
here.
Can he
So-
still? What's his strength?
Yep, it's 10.
Your strength is 10. Okay.
Yeah, I think the standard jump you're able to make without a check is 10 feet plus your strength modifier.
No, it's just
Or-
your strength number.
Oh yeah,
Your number is.
Yeah.
you can jump your strength score in feet.
Yep.
A long jump.
Clearly,
without
I
rolling
should have
athletics.
made it 9 feet. It would have really hindered him quite a bit.
Well, it's got even like a little bit of an inset.
No, it's
On your
fine.
side.
Yeah, it's
So
okay.
anyways, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He sees his friends now, right?
Yep.
And I think he's just gonna, this is about 20 feet up.
It is. Yeah.
He's just gonna leap off of here
No problem.
and use his bonus or his reaction to slow fall.
All right. You take 12 points of damage, but unfortunately,
Which
you
would reduce that,
You
right?
reduce to 20, right? You need to reduce 20 points.
Yeah, 5 times my monk level. So yeah, I would save all of that. And he just rolls at the
Yep.
end.
Shoo.
So he comes to a roll and 35, 40. And basically he'll just come up to here
Nice.
as at the end of his roll. And that's all of his action. Hello.
Holy crap.
Man, it's got to be nice to be able to move that much.
I know.
Oh,
it's
wait,
great.
so we are fighting hobgoblins, and all of a sudden Geshar jumps in like Batman from a Gotham roof,
Yes.
perfectly rolls,
Yep. And then says hello.
and then dispels the whole Batman mystique by being awkward Dragonborn. I love it.
There you go.
He's like, I am Dragonborn. All right. Hemo, what are you going to do? Do you have a Batman moment you like to share with us?
No, Hemo was not expecting that. So, pretty good, but there was 3 of you. That's he's gonna swing with his scimitar and hit a 21 or a 17. I don't know. I had advantage on.
Reroll-
for 8
just
points of
reroll it.
slashing damage.
Just re-roll it if you had advantage turned on. So
21 with
okay,
the
awesome. That's a hit.
normal. So
Which one are you hitting?
the first guy, the one on top.
Got it.
And then I'll take a bonus action attack at him, 16 to hit.
Misses. How
Dang.
much damage do you do?
I would have done 7 damage to the top guy.
Thank you. He gets hit. He's like, oh, he gets snapped really hard. All right, that is Hemo. That brings us to Finnis.
Finnis is going to, he'll do it. Hold the dead again on the 2 guys that are still standing. Are they both damaged?
No, just
Or
the one on the
top
top.
guy? Okay, well, all right, well, they have to make the wisdom saving throw.
Perfect.
15.
I will, let me do that. Green will be the injured dude. I rolled a 16 and a 15.
All right, so nothing will happen on that one. This guy will take another swing. Spiritual weapon. Gotta click submit. 15 probably won't hit.
Oh,
No, it
Hemo
doesn't.
would have dropped concentration on the
That's
dancing lights when he got
fine.
hit. But
Okay.
Geshar had already beat the archer at that point. So
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for clarifying. I appreciate it.
And then
He's no
Finnis
longer
will kind of drop
concentrated.
back this way a little bit,
Perfect.
and that'll be his turn.
All right, that is finished. That brings us to Waif and then Flander. So Waif, what are you gonna do?
She will, as a object interaction, she will
Open up the darkness.
open the darkness.
All right.
Plunging
Wow. Everybody in darkness.
everybody in darkness, and
So
then
15 foot or
20-foot radius.
20
So
foot?
basically, I don't know. Can you see that gray circle that I have out?
no?
Okay.
I can see
No.
it.
All right. It goes basically out to,
You're not able to see it, nobody?
Hmm.
Really? Strange.
No.
so given that I'm in darkness and they're in darkness, they can't see. I have
The important thing is that
advantage.
people at home can see it.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
on there.
They have So I can attack with advantage.
All right. So what happens now is that Flander, the two hobgoblins, and Hemo are plunged into darkness, as is Finnis and Gashar.
And right half of my head is in darkness.
Yeah.
And the left half of my head.
So as
is
long as
not.
half of it's covered, you're in darkness. Yeah.
I'm just picturing
Whoa.
him being like, oh shit, there's
Okay.
darkness on the
You
right.
are plunged into darkness. Now, what'd you like to do?
So I'm going to attack with Eldritch Blast, that bottom one.
Perfect.
So I can see him.
Perfect.
I have advantage.
What'd you roll? 16. Perfect.
And
All right.
then I will move to there. And I move behind Finnis, who's now in complete darkness. The rest of them are not now. And I tell Finnis, wait just a moment. So delay until after me.
Okay.
Perfect. That is Waif. That brings us to Flander. Well, actually,
Flander.
yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, Flander is going to cast Healing Word on Hemo.
Ooh.
Right. That is your bonus action, right? So what else would you like
Yes,
to
yep.
do?
Okay, and that heals him up for 6 points.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm going to move to here. Hold
You
my
are in
action to
dark-
get.
You are now in darkness. I'll let you know that because you didn't know
Okay.
that. And I'm not sure why you can't see that. It's weird.
Well, I'm going to move next to Gashar and ready an action to cast Enlarge on him if necessary.
All right, well, you're in darkness right now, but yes, you can do that. Okay.
But the nice thing is you can't be targeted.
Right.
Yeah, that is for sure. All right, that's awesome. All right, what I need right now, if you choose, this guy is moving. He's moving to here, which allows 2
I'm
people
gonna
to get
take an
attacks.
attack of opportunity on him.
Yep. Feel
I'll
free to
take
do
that.
that if you like. That's that's just his movement he's doing so far. But what would you like to do? He's not just engaging, he's literally moving.
Dang, that's an 11 to hit.
Yeah, it's an 8 to hit.
Okay. And then he's going to then run. You can see him at the very edge of that darkness. This other one is also doing the same thing, but he is doing something different.
Our reactions are gone.
Yep.
He's actually around the wall. I'm putting him in the darkness now just to get him out of the way, but he's actually, you saw him current on this corner. I just don't want to move him up and down the layer right now. So he's probably down this wall. All right. That brings us to Eckankar. What are you going to do?
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. 5,
And I will reveal more of that area so you can see it.
10, 15, 30. So I move up there. Okay. And then he will use the spell Compel Duel on this hobgoblin. So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Perfect. All right. I rolled a 19. Sorry.
Yeah, that beats it.
Sorry. Yeah, I've been, for some reason, my saves today have been really, really bad.
Oh,
Guys are
hot.
tough.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Alright.
that's his turn.
All right. Bummer. Gashar, what are you going to do?
He will run right after this guy. And that's his movement, and then he'll take a normal attack on him. Quarterstaff. 16, I think you said missed, right?
Yes, it does.
All right. Well, he'll still try to do an unarmed strike on him. See if he can follow up, and misses that as well.
All right.
That's it.
That is
Gashar, but he did catch up to
Gashar.
him.
You did. That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, let's do this.
All right. Hemo's going to move 30 feet. That was 30 feet, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And he's going to flip one of his swords up into the air and cast a firebolt at the hobgoblin.
All right, go ahead and make your attack. I believe Firebolt's an attack roll, right?
Nice.
22 to hit.
That's a hit. How much
Nice.
damage do you do this guy?
3 points of fire damage.
All
right
right.
in the back.
All right. Unfortunately, this guy has not been injured yet, but you did hit him right in the shoulder with that, right in the back with that fire damage. He just
And
he kind of actually stumbles forward a little bit. You know, he's getting smacked down a little bit. All right, that is
I bonus action to
Go ahead.
perfectly catch this sword as it spins.
nice. Good way to go, Hemo. That brings us to Finnis.
I'm delaying until Waif goes.
All right, you delay till Waif go. You're gonna go. Want me to just put you after her in initiative?
Yep.
I'll put you at 6. Waif, go ahead. What are you gonna do? It's your turn, Waif. All right, you're going back there. Perfect.
I'm gonna curl around.
All right. And then you're gonna cover it up.
No,
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not.
Yeah, you let me know. I'm assuming it's up.
Yep.
It's not unless you tell me otherwise.
Yep.
Okay.
No,
that
I'm
is
not
Finnis is
interfering
your-
with them anymore. So
Finnis,
leave
your
it up.
turn. What are you gonna do?
Finnis is going to. What does this kind of area look like over here? Can I see into the main keep through these crumbled walls?
You think
or-
that if you get up there, you could probably get through that keep, and I'll actually show you, reveal some of the area a little bit if you'd like. You think that you can kind of see into this area a little bit. You probably have to get up closer to see more of it, but yeah, that's what you can see right now. It
Just
looks
make
like. Let me
sure.
give you a description of what you can see in there.
I can get right up to. He'll run right up to the wall there.
Perfect. Okay, so what you see here is you see that that this appears to be some kind of a guest house or guest room. There's a bunch of beds in here with moldy mattresses. You can see that the shattered remains of some wooden table and 6 chairs and a soot-stained fireplace contains some kind of a rusty cauldron you could barely make out from your angle, hanging from a spit. You see, and the narrow break in the wall to the north provides you with this exit that you can see. That's what you can see right now, looking in here. And I'll kind of draw the room more or less what you can see. All right. That's what you see up there. All right.
Okay.
Give me a perception roll. I'm going to give you that since you just moved up there. That's all you did, right?
Yeah. And I move my spiritual weapon closer. But yes, I will do a perception roll. Not good. 8.
All right. That's all you know then. All
Okay.
right. That was Finnis. Flander, what are you going to do?
Okay. Okay, how far can I get actually?
Well, I think you can move 30, right?
Yeah. I just
That's 30.6, too far.
I'll just move to here.
Okay.
And
Hemo says there's one behind the wall there. Didn't really look like he was trying to leave.
but I will shout at that one. Hey, are goblins really all they say they are, or is all that just talk and do vicious mockery on them?
It's a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I rolled a 15. It's a wisdom
And that
save,
just
right?
beats it. Yep.
15, right? Yeah, their wisdom is 0.
Yeah.
I haven't failed to save, I don't think yet. You've failed like, no, I think maybe I did. I can't remember. But yeah, wow. Okay. that
roll bad sometime.
yeah, keep on trucking. 18. All right. So here's what's gonna happen. This hobgoblin is disengaging because he's like, what the heck? This guy keeps running after me. I'm not happy with this at all. So he's just gonna disengage. He's gonna move 1, 2. So disengage only allows you to move 15 feet free in this game. And he's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. He runs to here, and you see as he's gonna run, apologize, to here, and he's gonna start yelling, ah, ah, ah.
In Hobgoblin?
No, just yelling, just ah, ah, ah. You're literally saying that.
Wow.
All right, that is, and then I gotta move this other guy here. Okay. And that is now Eckankar. What are you gonna do, Eckankar?
Okay.
I'll put the other guy a little separate for them.
So I think, yeah, I mean, he's just gonna go. Five, 60. I think that was, yeah.
All right, you run up on him.
He's just gonna run up as far as he can get.
All right, you do that. Eckankar runs up on you. Gashar, is your turn.
Run into flank.
Was there any more like area that I can see now that I'm like?
I apologize. I will reveal it to you.
I was gonna say
Thanks.
we should be able to.
Yeah.
I want to know how terrible a situation I'm in.
Wise man say.
I won't be able to
What's
get.
bigger than a hobgoblin? A bugbear?
I think so.
Dragon.
We will run to here. And
Just a dragon around the corner.
Yep.
Oops.
Just an elder dragon.
See how you can see how far you that's well, you don't really have, you're kind of running into the
I don't have
dark,
dark
right?
vision,
So it's
so.
just moonlight for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty bright outside though, so you can see pretty far. All right, Gashar, you're gonna run to
yeah,
there.
he basically comes around here and sort of gets to corner him there, and he'll take a normal attack on him
Go for it.
again. 22 should hit for
That will
Nice.
hit.
8 points of
Finally.
damage, followed by a missed swing to the. Tries to kick again and misses
8.
on the kick, but 8 points of damage from the quarters.
That's enough though. You run up and you kind of run up and get a smack him right in the face. And you kind of, I'm
Right
thinking
as
of
he's-
like clothesline him almost.
Yeah, right as he's just like, whack.
Oh, down he goes. Okay,
That is
Gashar, that was Gashar.
quieter.
That brings us to Hemo. Hemo, what are you gonna do? Now I'll bring the map down so people can see what was going on. Because
He's probably going to follow the party a little ways. Or, oh, the hobgoblin's dead.
Heck, it is quieter here now.
I think he's
Exciting.
going to step through the rubble.
a little
and-
bit because Wave is kind of in that area, and I don't want people to miss out. All right.
I think Hemo's going to step through the rubble and see if he can find where that other hobgoblin ran off to.
All right. You look around the corner there. You do not see this hobgoblin up this area, but it's been a couple turns. So I will draw out kind of like the area of what you can see. And for you, just for the sake of seeing what is here.
Huh. Must have taken up long distance running.
That's a popular sport around you guys. All right. That brings us to
Was that my action or can I dash?
no, I don't know how far you moved. You can tell me.
I just did 30.
Okay, then go ahead. You can do more things if you'd like.
All right, then I'll just take my action to dash
All right. And that
back
brings
to
us
the fort.
perfect. That's Hemo. That brings us to Waif. Waif, what are you going to do?
I can move to there. And what do I see?
Waif, give me a spot roll first of all. Give me a perception roll.
20.
All right. So back yourself up to about here. Because something's
To
going to
where?
happen. Back yourself up to here. Something's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
What you can see is inside of this cubbyhole, there is a hobgoblin in there who's actually going to shoot into the darkness. Now it's going to have a hard time hitting you because it's going to go at disadvantage, and I have a random chance of probably missing you. But you can see that it is actually shooting into the darkness, and I will reveal him
I was about to say, where is he?
right here. He is right there. He was hiding, but he has a bow in his hand, and he sees the dark glob coming in, and he waits. He kind of times it. He's gonna fire. Now, probably gonna miss, but all right. So let me see here, and I'm gonna give him a
Disadvantage.
1 in 4 chance of having the right path. I rolled a 1 though, so I roll a disadvantage. I roll 11 plus 1 is 12. Armor class 12.
That's a miss.
So he actually, for whatever, I don't know, you don't know how, he like waited till half the darkness came by, and all of a sudden the arrow's kind of out of where it goes. Like, seriously?
Well, since I haven't moved,
Yeah.
I will, or
You moved
far
up, you
enough,
just moved a little bit, right?
Yep. I will unload on him,
Go for it.
and I have advantage. Because he cannot see me.
Go for it.
Can you see out
23.
through the darkness?
Oh yeah,
I can see in magical darkness.
you got them double sights.
That's
Yeah,
That's the Eldritch sight.
It's devil sight.
Ah.
It's
Is
one
that
of the,
Eldritch Invocation?
that's an
Yeah.
Eldritch Invocation.
Okay.
It's kind of how I'm basing this build.
It's perfectly suited for the darkness.
Absolutely.
Born in it.
Yeah. 23 hits, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
for 19 points of damage total.
All right.
Ooh.
Slam your item into this thing, and it is devastated. You get struck down.
Did you catapult the darkness at the
Blow the hole through the
hobgoblin?
back of the thing's head.
Yeah.
I don't catapult anymore.
You can move, continue. You can move more if you like.
I will move to where I was going to go then.
She's
She's
this
just
is a
Now reveal
on the run.
mild
more
inconvenience.
of the area to you.
That's deadly.
It's a sick little build. It does play havoc with the rest of the party, which is kind of-
Yeah.
but I am,
Luckily, now that you've splintered yourself from the party here.
or stay far enough back that it doesn't matter, and I can cup it, so that helps.
All right. That was Waif. That brings us to Finnis and then Flander.
Finnis wants to look to see if he's got a way into this building, and he'll call. I think there's a way into the keep here. And he's going
can
to
see-
try to. Is it possible for him to push
You can
through?
yeah, you can walk through that. It's not that difficult. I mean, you have to like turn your shoulder a little bit, but it's not going to stop you.
So he'll just get into here.
All right, let me reveal this area for you. And then I'll reveal.
The surprise attack.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
these two are there, and you come running in, and they're kind of waiting for you like this. They're kind of waiting around the corner for you, so you can walk in. You can walk in through. That's what you've done. That you've only moved 10 feet. So, is there something else you want to do?
So I'll move my. Upon seeing them, I'll move my spiritual weapon through and
Okay.
take a swipe at him.
Go for
And
it.
also, toll the bell at him.
The same guy.
Yes, this purple dude.
All right, I will roll my save for toll the bell. I rolled a 13 plus.
Beats it, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
plus, okay.
yeah. Well, plus 0 for
And you
him.
made that.
It's 13.
That's- And I guess a 12 won't hit.
No. All right. That is you. That okay. That is Finnis. That is Flander. Flander, what are you gonna do?
All right. I will. I can move through friendly space, so I can
Yeah,
get
you
in
can,
as
yeah.
well. Mhm.
For sure. Right. So what are you gonna do, sir?
Yeah, okay. I think what I'll do, Ed, is
Yell at him.
I am going to hit him with a true strike.
All right, you hit him with a true
Yeah,
strike.
this is-
Boom. He's true strike.
Yeah.
We'll mark him for his
Yeah.
true.
Okay,
All right, you get advantage on your first attack roll against
I
the.
will get him. Yep.
All right, I
It's,
can't
it is
use that number. I
concentration.
gotta use
that in
one
mind.
that's different. Yellow.
Mhm. Yeah.
Go to that, go to that. Okay. Cool. He's yellow. He's true striked. All right. That is Flander. All right. Here's what happens, guys. You guys were all down here. I will reveal more of this area so you can see it. Here's what's going to happen.
Oh,
Three small
Creatures.
bird-like creatures emerge
ruh-roh.
from here. They come
Behind you,
running
right?
out.
The worst part is Gashar was
Ooh, kinda
facing the
nasty.
hobgoblin, so they're just running up from behind him. Ugh. What now?
They come running out to you. All right. The three of these creatures are all attacking you, Gashar.
With arrows, I presume.
Yes, exactly right.
Dang it.
All right.
All right.
Let's see what I roll here to attack you. These things come out. They're making these screeching noises.
They look like this.
I hit armor class 22
See, that'll
and armor class 19.
that'll hit.
Holy
And I rolled
moly.
That probably won't hit.
All right. You are going to take. If I can roll my,
What are
find my
they hitting? What
D4s.
are they like beaking?
They're hitting with their beaks, right?
Yeesh.
First one hits you for max damage at 5. Second one hits you for minimum damage at 2. And now I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. So Constitution, you said?
Yes, 2 of them.
I got a
Nice.
21 and a 16.
All right, nothing happens to you. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to allow you to give me a perception roll. That would be you, Wave, since people at home can't know who I'm pointing to because they're not in the same spot.
A 9.
Okay, crap. Okay. You don't perceive anything, which because your passive is 11.
10, I think. 10.
All right, that's that. That's that. And now we are at Eckankar. What are you gonna do?
I guess I am going to move over here. Would I get that +2 flanking?
You
The
do
tangle?
Not yet.
not get flanking. You need to be. You would have to be here to get flanking.
You'd have to move into the corner.
Move in
Yeah,
the corner.
which you could do.
I will do that. You got
Oh,
enough movement to do that.
Okay. And then you would get the +2 for flanking at that point.
So that's a 16.
That will hit.
And then yeah. Nice. 10 points of damage.
That's a good hit. 16 and you do 10 points of damage. That's
Yep.
cool. All right. Let me get to this.
Yeah, that's max damage.
Nice. Boom. You hit it. You get a solid hit. But these things seem tough. Like you hit them, you're like, wow, these things have a lot. These things, the hobgoblins fell much quicker than these guys did. Like, what the heck?
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Gishar. What are you gonna do?
all right. I'm gonna attack that same one that he started to attack here.
Go for it.
At least they're easier to hit.
Yeah, they're a lot
Quarterstaff.
easier to hit.
Oh nope. I don't know. I don't think 8's gonna hit him, is it?
8 is not gonna hit him.
All right. Well, then I'll still follow that up.
Bonus hit.
Let's see here.
One in an ads, bird nads.
You know, feeling a little bit surrounded, I think I'm gonna take a key point and take the dodge action as my bonus action on my turn. So he
You
dodges.
got it. Boom. Dodge action it is.
Yep.
Perfect. Oh wait, well, oh sorry, because you already attacked once, right?
I did use a quarterstaff
that's
attack as
cool.
my main action.
Got
Yes.
it. I was gonna say, Hemo, what are you gonna do? You can see these guys, these bird-like creatures. What they appear to be is like 3 feet long. They're like chickens, effectively, yeah, with these big long beaks, and they're just and these clawed hands, and they're pecking them real quickly with their beaks.
What the?
It's
So many
dinner, but
birds.
it's fighting
Geshar,
back.
wait, Geshar. He's gonna pull some juggling balls and a diamond out of his pouch.
All right,
Gonna give him a quick toss, and he's gonna cast chromatic orb at the cockatrice close between Geshar and Eckankar.
all right, go for it.
I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack at first level. 11 to hit.
Armor class 11 hits.
It hits. Oh my god.
Yeah, it
Okay,
does.
it's gonna take 10 points of lightning damage.
10 points of lightning
to
damage.
use.
You hit it. It does 10 points of lightning damage. It's still alive.
Oh, these
God
guys are
damn.
tough.
Oh wow.
All right, that's that would be Hemo. That brings
But it is.
I'm gonna move 30 feet closer.
perfect. That brings these guys are tough. We're gonna go through Waif. Waif, what are you gonna do? Or reveal this area and what's gonna happen to you as soon as you come running around this corner.
Beans.
As they come running at you in the dark. 2 ogres.
Oh no.
Turn the magical darkness up though, right?
He does, yep. That means he has disadvantage for them to attack him. All right. So that first ogre, as you come running around the corner, it's waiting for you. It was the one, they were the ones moving through the darkness. They're trying to stay out of your sight, and that's when you had to make a spot check. Their sneak wasn't that great, but unfortunately your spot, even at passive, isn't that great. All right. So ogre is going to attack you with disadvantage. I rolled a 9 and a 19. Let's see what their bonus is to hit. I do not know. if I can.
This
Get-
poor girl about to get pancaked if they can hit her.
I don't know though. I didn't roll that great. My bonus to hit is +6 though.
That hits me.
It's gonna hit you. He's gonna hit you, and he's gonna hit you for.
Oh, I get temporary hit points from that thing, right?
Oh yeah, you do. Make sure you take the other temper because you're gonna need him.
None of us
First one
know
hits
where you
you.
are.
Ominous words from the GM.
A bubble of
much?
darkness ran off.
How's that?
That's what I saw.
For 14 points of great club hit.
That was the first one.
It drops me down to 30.
Oh, and the second one,
How do you have
Gonna move
44 HP?
move into the darkness and swat it.
Wild.
Temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
And he has to
That's
attack
my
you.
HP. What the heck? I'm a
He has to
fighter.
attack you at disadvantage. And he misses you badly.
I will, as a reaction,
Yep.
I will do my hellish
Hellish.
rebuke.
Perfect. Rebuke those mows.
I'm going to.
Can you turn into a big thing of fire?
But nobody will be able to see it, unfortunately. It'd just be a little more heat.
Well,
like
but they
heat-
get
heat
I
wave above
believe they
it.
take damage if they hit him then.
Is
That'd be cool.
concentration, is darkness a concentration spell?
It is. I have to make a concentration check.
Please do.
They have a DC 14.
Okay, let
Dexterity
me
save?
so let me do the DC. Both of them do?
No, just the one that
Okay,
hit me.
the one that hit you does. DC, I rolled a 9, and what kind of save is it?
Dex.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do it. Yeah, my bite is mine. I'm gonna fail. How much damage do I take?
Um,
Well, you
12
did it at a
fire.
higher level.
What
I
is
did
it?
do it. I automatically cast at my highest level.
12?
12.
Nice.
And
That
it's
was
just
the top guy,
a,
the one that hit you.
yep.
Yeah, you nail that guy. He gets what kind of energy happens? What happens when this thing gets hit?
Fire, the hellish rebuke.
Is it a fire that's like struck back from him as a reaction to you getting struck?
Yeah, let me read it to you.
Very cool. It doesn't really matter. It's more for color for me because he doesn't have any resistances, but it's cool to hear.
Ooh, point the finger.
2d10 on a failed save.
Well, Waif kind of smolders
At higher
sometimes,
level.
like literally smolders.
It might be
So
an
maybe
addition.
whatever hits her just
Says that she points her
burns.
finger, and the creature that damaged her is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
An additional 9 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Because I cast it at a higher level and it added a d10.
Well, let me do that then.
And you rolled 9 and another d10.
9. You
Well,
said 9 more damage, right?
Yep, 9 more
Uh,
damage.
Hey, it's
yeah,
hurt.
it auto rolled it.
You can see it's hurt. It can't see it's hurt. All right, and then give me your saving throw for
I did.
concentration. What'd you roll?
It comes down.
You lose it?
Hmm.
Oh no, that's not good for you.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
That was your reaction, though, right? So you still go before they do, yeah.
That's gonna go, and she gets a spell off, but now she's gonna lose her darkness.
Sure. But my point was, this is all on their turn.
Right.
So,
So she loses it because
Yep.
that's when she did. Yeah.
But she'll get a turn.
So go
Before
ahead
they
and remove it, and then crap.
So, you
So
get
that
an
was-
opportunity.
That was yeah. That there now that was
That
who
was
just
that, right?
went?
The ogres went.
Yep, that they're done. That was Waif's turn. There was the ready action, right?
Oh,
So that's what they did.
I
They
see
were
what you're
waiting.
saying. Then, yeah,
Was it
so
Waif's turn? And she
I think
moved,
so.
right?
You're moving.
Right? Is that right? You moved forward, and then their ready action was attacking you. That's what happened,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
That's what I thought. All right, so that's Flander's turn. I just want to make sure I don't miss somebody.
No,
Flander.
You're right. I was wrong.
All right.
So they could charge and
and-
attack as a ready action.
It doesn't
Actually,
finish
that's
go
true.
afterward?
He probably could not have done that. I would say because I forgot they can't actually move and attack as a ready action.
Hmm.
So I'll put him back here, and he does not attack you.
Thankfully, he didn't hit you anyways.
But it
Okay.
is fair.
Doesn't matter, I
No,
still
no,
lost
you're right because I moved him. I'm like, no, you're right because this was his ready to action, and he can't actually move and attack at the same time.
Okay, no, cool.
Yeah. Okay,
I think
fair enough.
Finnis goes. Yeah, Finnis goes before Flander,
Wave,
doesn't he?
Finnis, and Flander. Yeah, Finnis. I changed your order. I'm sorry. Finish. Go ahead.
So that. So where was I? Was I like right here?
Yeah, and then it would have waited to attack you. It was just sitting in that corner.
Until I
it-
got to like right there.
You can, whatever you want.
Well, it
'cause-
does matter because if I hadn't used up all my movement, I could still do something.
Oh, then I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean, he's gonna attack you when he gets a chance to. So you can decide. How about that? If you want to be at a different spot, I'm not gonna make it too specific. So where do you think he would have kind of said? Because he is waiting and just kind of swinging wildly, which is why his disadvantage, right?
It would have been
There.
here
Sure.
when the first time he would have.
Then put your character there. And now if you have additional movement, you can go ahead and take it. If you want to like run back, I'm assuming you want to run back.
Well,
The shadow goes away.
it went away
Yeah.
because I did 6 damage. I'm going to cast darkness again.
Okay. That was Wave. That brings us to Finish. Go ahead, Finish. What do you got?
So Finnis swings with his spiritual weapon. It doesn't connect. He burns a luck point. It still does not connect. And then he's gonna run up and swing with his hammer, and it's not gonna connect.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
Flurry of misses.
We had
on there.
some early luck in this.
I
one.
can't believe you
Such
guys.
bad rolls.
I can't believe you guys. Okay, this is like the 4th time. Somebody
Split the party, yeah.
Somebody, I think somebody in the comments wrote of like however many months ago when we first started this game, like, stop, don't split the party up. And my response to them was, it only gets worse.
It only gets worse.
I don't remember exactly what I said. I think it was episode 9 or 10. You can read everything in the comments. I forget, but it was
We
hilarious.
are pretty good at splitting the party.
I know. That was Finnis. That brings us up to Flander. Flander, this is gonna be the last thing we're gonna do for tonight.
Okay. Then, oh, what the heck? I'm going to move up to here and thunder wave these 2 guys.
All right. You can do that. You can thunder wave them both. Boom.
hmm
Yeah, because Thunderwave is a 15-foot radius around yourself, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And you'll shoot
right
you're
in
basically
front of
taking
me. Yep.
right that way. Correct. All right.
Yep.
What is my
Yep.
saving throws? 13, right?
Okay. Yep.
All right. They both fail.
Ooh, finally.
Finally.
Okay. So that looks like, is it 6 points of damage?
Did you cast it at a higher level?
Yeah, cast it at 2nd level.
So yeah, you get 12 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Okay.
DC 14
Okay.
save. Oh, they both failed.
They both failed. So it's 12 points of damage.
Failed, yep.
All right.
hmm
Are they also pushed?
And they're also pushed 5 feet. Yep.
Oh, the first one's dead. The second one's dead.
Boom.
Wow.
Their
Across them
corpses
both.
are launched against the wall. Is what
Boom.
Does the
ruined part of
door
the-
fly open here?
You ruined part of the bunk bed.
Yeah. The moldy bunk bed.
But the door does do it kind of one of those deals where it sort of goes kind of like
Okay.
You effectively knocked really nicely on the door.
because you're at the very fringe edge of that. It's like boom, boom. All right, guys, this is crazy. Once again, you've gone in 3 different directions.
Sorry.
And hey, don't apologize to me. Apologize to each other.
We are not a unit of regular soldiers.
I guess
No.
not. That's crazy. All right.
Maybe Eckankar has unit experience, but the rest of us are.
I'm like
Yeah.
the 3 of us were moving together, and I was like,
Yeah. And I'm
I'm
sorry I
surrounded
messed
by
up that
chickens.
prepared action because I forgot I was preparing that for you and I didn't. That guy should not have.
There's some characters that can just move so much faster than others.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter where
Yeah.
Geshar is. He can get to
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
yeah,
I can go pretty quick too with the expeditious retreat.
yeah, not so much myself.
Eckankar will get there when he gets there.
Just give me some time.
Right. All right. Well, hopefully next week I don't TPK everybody when you're going in 3 different directions. Okay. I thought that was what was hilarious when that hobgoblin was like, forget it. I'm gonna go see if I can get those stupid cockatrices down below to come out because they hate those things, but they were like, forget it. I'm gonna help try to.
So he
drive
was
one
just
of you
yelling.
guys.
He was just like yelling.
That's why he
yell.
And he yelled
because
because
wake up.
if you
Wake up,
make
chickens.
noise, that they will come out and attack you. So they know
Well,
that.
it
so,
worked.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course he died. I thought he was gonna have to face you, like flank you, but you killed him right away. So that wasn't such a good deal. So anyway, well, thanks everybody for hanging out. It was an awkward one. I was feeling a little bit under the weather still, but I'm doing better. So
Good.
I appreciate that. Keeping energy up was a fun game. That was crazy. So
Yeah, I got arrested. Did something dumb and got arrested. But then all the town said I was cool. So
Wait, aren't you lawful? I forget.
no, I'm actually chaotic good.
Oh, well, perfect. Yeah, that makes sense.
Feels
Yes, we're
appropriate.
back
Alright.
next
Got a
week.
code
and-
of ethics and doesn't really care outside of that.
we'll
Perfect.
see if you can all live through. First of all, I didn't know if you're gonna maybe Hemo might get imprisoned, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
He got freed only to come to this shrine of Sabras to get knocked back or whatever. So all right, well let's find out what happens next week when the rest of this combat happens. And everybody, just I want to see like 500 comments below. Do not
Split the
split the party.
party.
Well, we're still all at the
Except
castle.
when it's really cool to split the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll be back next week. After that, all bets are off.
Yeah, who knows?
Wait, can you bring the ogres around so we're all together again?
Yeah.
Just kite them down.
I guarantee
Ogres,
there's
can
one
you
more
grab
round of
Rafe
this
and bring her
combat.
over?
At least.
At least for Wave.
Well,
maybe.
at most, maybe. Who knows?
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Hey, she's in darkness, so she's not going to get a tax opportunity.
And
And stuff,
if she
so-
dies, we won't even see it happen.
no,
Fair.
that's not.
The darkness will go away.
It would go away, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, everybody. And I'll check on a couple of things. Like there's always some minor rules I have to check on every time. So comment below. If you also click the like and subscribe and all that cool stuff, we really appreciate it. We've had a great time, and especially for those of you who decided to join us for this adventure, we've had a fun time. So let us know if you believe that the group is going to survive one more round or not. All right, thanks a lot. Take care, everybody.
Right?
Yeah, we got this.
Bye.
All right.